Alright, hello and welcome everyone. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Han86. I'm your streamer today, and I'm presenting to you maybe the last game of the tournament. If Cap'n Tuna Spice or Raikaru Barrel on the white side win today, their opponents Goomba and Riley, the AYAYAlpha Gamers, will try to prevent that from happening. And your commentators tonight, Derpy.
Doing
pretty good. Jinx. This is going to be a really hype match. We've got two top tier teams who fought their way hard all the way to make it to finals. Should be a really good match.
Yeah, possibly, like Helnut said, the final match. If Rye and Barrel pull this out, this tournament's done. They're the champions. So we will have to see if Goomba and Riley can force a game 3.
Indeed. We've got a very concerning hash, as Chad has noted. We've got the
3
pocket
trade
song,
quests.
we've got a frog, and we've got a chicken. Does Big Goron have something today?
Alright. So let's see what these headstones have for us.
Yep. The speediest medallion check in the world. Let's actually see it. Deku's the Spirit Medallion, Juggu the Shadow Medallion, Fire the Light Medallion, Shadow the Forest Medallion, Spirits the Fire Medallion.
Alright. So GTG has a bow. The end of GTG is a bow. 30 is dead. Invisible Maze is a token. And Colossus's right hand, I think, had a key. If I remember correctly.
Right hand, you said? The right hand is dead, according to BXR.
Piece of heart. Yeah. I can't remember if it was a piece of heart or a key.
If I prefer it to be a piece of heart than a key, because key would mean logic!
Yep. Yeah. Piece of, I couldn't remember. I was like, I tried to remember all 4, and I could not remember that one. Alright. Scrubs and Ganon's Castle.
That.
Skull token. So, to note, we are seeing probably the 2 most popular starts of the co-op tournament right now. The split between Ganon's Castle and CAC, and the double adult CAC starts.
Yeah.
These are probably the 2 I saw the most throughout this tournament. There's a strength in CAC Bazaar for 110, so we need a wallet.
Nice. You are a few seconds ahead.
I'm saying. Nothing in the potion shop.
And nothing in the shield brain. Get some scrubs or junks, those water trial.
Man on the rooftop?
We'll need to update the commands if one of our chat members can get to it.
Just the token for man on rooftop.
Yep. TARDIS here is a nut, I think.
Yeah, I think so, but I didn't get a good look at it. Big Goron is dead.
Yep, correct. So that hash item is not true. Just a stick. Forest trial was junk too.
To note, Barrel did find the small key in Ganon's Castle, so in case we get gold gauntlets, we do already have a small key. Just another token. Lots of tokens early.
Yes, indeed. 30 is that, so
we got Minuet. Yeah. Honestly, probably one of the best songs to find early, because that changed into 2 songs. One as adult, one as child. So essentially, that one song now becomes 3. Dompe Race has a wallet, so there's our strength. Do the Dompe Race, then go by your strength, and hovers from Anju.
It's a good find.
Yeah. So in this scenario, the double adult CAC, I think, is the better starting play in just what we have gotten so far. And there's that useless prescription.
Hey, prescription in Ganon's Frosty chest, lol. Well, the hash was at least kind of right in that we immediately found the trade quest item. Need it, but it did come up right away.
Alright, so does Barrel go to adult CAC, or does he head child?
With how loaded it's been so far,
Well,
it
Rai
looks
hasn't
expensive.
seen the wallet yet. He's only really
that
seen
is
the
true.
hovers and the strength that needs to be bought.
Let's see. Well, Barrel is safe quitting, so yeah, it's gonna be another 2 minutes or so before Rai sees that wallet. And at that point, it's probably a little late for Barrel, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it is night. What Toxic said, because he went to Ganon's castle, it does set his time of day at night. So yeah, going to Adult CAC would not be worth it actually.
Yeah,
because he couldn't even grab the hovers. So
But it
actually,
doesn't do much as childhood hovers are pretty bad.
yeah, but Minuet
useless.
would have been the best
Nice.
thing. Minuet would have been nice.
It is what it is, and confirm it's a nut from the TARDIS for Rai.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, so
Riley's
unfortunately,
going shopping.
but who knows? There could just be like another strength or something here, early child, and Barrel, the not going adult early, and maybe he finds a wallet child and doesn't have to do Dompe race.
Mhm.
That would be
Yeah, in
nice.
co-op, your partner is your way of a hero foolish, and they get pretty. They would be really quite OP in co-op of with heroes or foolishes.
Yeah, basically, come here. This is where the items are, or don't come here. There's nothing here.
Yep.
We're
Alright.
seeing a river push down on Riley's screen right now.
Interesting. It is 3 good hints and 3 hints and 3 items.
And there's ZL.
Yep. Zeal on Minuet. Also, a couple things.
120 rupee Deku shield in the bomb shoe shop.
Yeah, that's a good find, actually.
Water temple Bosky chest instead.
No, I misheard that at 20 rupees, not 120. 120 is useless.
Yeah, 120.
Just a stick in the river, not gonna bother.
So yeah, so just what they keep finding off the double CAC start. Double CAC is Song of Storms and Composer's Grave. The double CAC start is still looking like the goods. River chest has the boss key for Water Temple.
Oh boy.
But Water Temple is a stone.
Where is
So hopefully we don't need to do that.
Indeed, I just completely missed the hint for Riley as well.
It was a oh wait, no, for Riley. Yeah, I missed that hint for Riley.
And also for Barrel, because I can't look in 3 directions.
Barrels was a repeat hit. I caught Barrels.
Okay, and that's a jump hit for Riley.
Magic and Mitos.
Bloopy. Shadow Floor Master is still dead. Barrel. Heart Container.
Oh, it was the Composer Grave song for Riley? Okay, so yeah, we caught that one.
And
That was
so, Mitos has magic, that's fun. Fry's heading up Death Mountain Trail. Riley's gonna check out the Upper River hint. And the item.
Yep, nothing in
Kokiri Shop
Kokiri
is
Shop.
junk.
Bomb bag.
Ooh, Upper River Bomb. That's
Is
logic.
huge, honestly.
Mhm.
Because
And thanks, game. Thanks. Radio CL hint.
because River is not something a lot of teams do early. So going up there and pulling a bomb bag, that's a big pull. Who knows how long it will take Rhyme and Barrel to find that.
It's a great hit! Zeal and Minuet! Gee, thanks! Fantastic! Especially because Goomba already picked that up about a minute ago.
There's Sun's song.
Yep.
Barrel's having a little trouble playing it, but it's there.
Songs are hard! Also, Rai has made the rather good play, for him at least, though we know he doesn't have a bomb bag, unfortunately, to come to Dogma's Cavern. There is a large amount of checks he can get with just a strength upgrade, though, especially because Scrub Sanity and Dungeon Token Sanity are on. There's a frankly ridiculous amount of checks available. Yeah,
he will not be able to finish the dungeon without that bomb bag, or he won't even be able to get to the last few checks. But it, once again, is another stone dungeon. So if there's nothing locked back there at the end of Dodongo's Cavern, coming in here without the bomb bag isn't the biggest deal.
Mm-hmm.
White arrows, 120. Okay, well, we already have that wallet, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, it's worth going to, but because he can't complete it, because it's a stone, if there's something late and they don't have to ever finish it, it won't hurt him that doesn't have a bomb bag.
The sad thing is, he also has no bow and no bomb shoes. He cannot even check the two really, really lousy skulls.
Yeah, that's kind of what's the most unfortunate.
Yeah, because there's two really, really crappy skulls in DC. There's the one by the stairs, and then there's the one up by the scarecrow. You need a bow or bomb shoes to see them. You need a hookshot for the pier skull, and either hookshot or drank for the stairs skull.
Riley going in for that 120 rupee Deku shield. Remember, Barrel didn't have a wallet when he was child, so he could not buy it. So that also leads into, once again, the double adult CAC is paying off a lot.
Yeah, it is. Also, time to go bowling. Goron City Maze instead. Thank you for chat.
I got that one. Yeah.
Also, what is that on bowling one?
Blue Flame.
Oh, that's a good hat. Actually, that's a good hat.
Yeah, that's a bottle.
Blue Fire is nice too, although Riley was just in Zora's River is that also King Zora's gonna be left there for a while.
Yeah. And that's his nice blue fire. Let's see what's on Bombchu too. We see Goomba, he's going up, he's gonna find that prescription. We know it's nothing. And just a heart container.
Not worth the 30 seconds needed to pick it up.
No.
Alright, chickens time for Barrel, not Talon's chickens, that is.
Alright, so Barrel really needs to find something here to kind of make up for the not double adult CAC. I mean, obviously Riley's not too far behind him, but Riley's also going to be able to get the fairy fountain right now, because he has bombs and ZL.
This is one of the most forgettable fairy fountains in the game. It's so rare that you go here with ZL and bombs. We have seen teams' literal last location this particular fairy fountain in the past.
Yeah, it's just so out of the way. It's like you said, it's so rare to come in here with ZL and bombs. It just happens that double adult CAC led them to bombs and ZL. Well, I guess not an early adult CAC. The Zora's River play is still just the biggest play of this race already.
Absolutely.
Like,
By
that's
the way,
just
Bluro on Malin is okay.
just rupees on that fairy fountain, which is not, obviously that will not hurt Barrel and Ryan. Alright, but we do see Goomba going child now. He did not pick up a bomb bag. So he didn't go up to River to get that bomb bag. So interesting, I guess probably just again follow the 3-song route right now, get all his songs.
The worst. Bomb bag hasn't turned up much of anything at the moment, especially the
Yeah, but he could have
concerns.
grabbed that and he could have made the play Rai is making right now. And he could have full cleared Dodongo's Cavern.
I'm picking up his Adel as we see, speaking of the Dodongo's Cavern, double defense for Rai. Not a bad find.
Yeah, no, you take that.
Also, Barrel is rushing. Decided to play Sun Song and get the Shad Skull in Layer Edge, which actually isn't a bad idea. That's right there, he has Suns. I've seen lousier ideas, it's just, don't see that too often, because you don't have Sun Song too often in the ranch.
Yeah.
Nor do you need to come this way. Alright, scrubs. Not much.
An empty bottle.
Well,
Alright, so Rai's playing Minuet, so he's gonna go get ZL.
Found Jack all of note in DC besides double defense. And some song for Riley, Goomba close behind. One other thing that Riley can't get is the Hyrule Field Boulder of Destiny grotto here, which
Yeah, he's
Let's have
actually gonna be
some
able to full clear Hyrule Field if he wants to.
Yes, indeed.
So,
Keep in the
another
forest.
ZL.
Yeah, that's still the thing. Not
Just a really cool-
surprised.
Looking at the medallion spread really quickly, to note, Shadow is our forest medallion. That's always good to note what our forest medallion is, because that locks a song check just by itself, as well as a third of another song check.
Yeah.
So, we know for a fact Nocturne can't be on Prelude or Burning Cack
Yeah.
with
Also,
Shadow being there. So that
what was
limits.
that on the Tight Grotto?
I didn't catch that.
I have no idea what it was. I thought
Iron.
irons. I thought it looked vaguely like Iron Boots too, but I could not tell. I'm terrible at
Gold scale required irons, or can you get those silvers?
Oh, trackers might want to. The Restream trackers might need to double check then. No, looks like Shadow's currently marked off as the Forest Medallion.
Yeah. Shadow and Spirit are different for the two teams, is what chat's saying. Barrel getting the nice recoil strat to get down to the waterfall. Do you know, Barrel and Rye are both picking up skulls at a pretty consistent rate right now.
It's fixed now? Okay, thanks, champ.
No.
I haven't the slightest idea what that is on the waterfall for Barrel. Colossus's right hand is still junk. We've seen all that sometimes, and we're just missing Frogs 2 and no OT. The problem is we're missing Frogs 2 and no OT.
Yeah, OT. So OT cannot be Song of Time.
No.
That's a guarantee.
That's about the only thing we know, though.
We know Shadow's Nocturne can't be in 2 spots. So like we're running out of good spots for specifically Nocturne to be, and you don't want to see that Nocturne is on OOT hint, because that's a guaranteed all dungeons.
That thing has another wallet, is it?
So if Nocturne was on OOT though, that would mean that Song of Time could not be on Prelude or Burning Cack, at least.
No. We'll see. Also, apparently, Pekka's the another wallet.
Okay.
Prox 2's junk. Or Barrel.
We have all 4 of our runners as a child right now.
Yeah, we do. I mean, there wasn't a lot as adults, so I get this play.
Yeah. Riley, I believe, bought Hylian. Riley or Goomba bought Hylian shield from one of the shops. Rye is going to buy the Deku shield right now because the Deku shield is in here.
At a reasonable price. Alright. Leg scrubs, purple rupee. I've seen orange scrubs already for Riley. Loopy.
And a heartbeat.
That's a little bit dark.
Yep. Honestly, child has not paid out.
No.
Early child has been.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's been bad.
Yeah, it's been bad. I do love Goomba's shade of blue, although it's a little hard to tell the time of day, but I like Barrel's shade as well. The other two, well, one is white and teal is what it is.
I believe Barrel just always keeps his as purple. I don't think he does random tuna colors anymore. I'm pretty sure he just keeps purple.
Yeah. Also, what was that? Prelude on Sario? What was that on the over letter spot?
Nothing. It was trash.
Okay. And, Prelude on the Saria is getting concerning with that Nocturne.
Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be a long time before Captain Tuna Spice goes river, unless they pull like a scale or something here, late child. Then they would go and see it as a child.
Yeah, otherwise I don't see them picking it up too quickly. It's
No, like I
not a
said,
good
that's a
spot.
that's a. But at this point in the tournament, you're in the finals. Making a different kind of play is something that can win you the game. So
Oh,
Riley and
absolutely.
Goomba, who need this win, maybe they planned that. Like, hey, they don't push River, so let's go push River early off our double adult start, double adult CAC start, and if something's there, it gives us a huge lead because they're not going to go there.
No.
That could be some strategy on Riley and Goomba's part.
Absolutely. Barrel found just a heart container on fishing, so meh. Nothing
So
the wolf is proud of either.
Barrel has the open grotto left, and that's about it. All he can do, because he can't do Deku right now. He doesn't have a shield. He
No,
can go
he doesn't.
into Deku, but he wouldn't be able to complete it. Rai bought a shield, so I'm assuming Rai's going to be the one to do Deku right now. Barrel can
I
go
presume
get
so.
a shield, but he would have to go back to market to buy the shield.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have warp songs really.
Nope. Alright, theater scrubs.
Bugs. And speaking of the Deku play, that's where we see Goomba heading off to.
Yeah. Theater scrubs are junk. DL is still on Minuet, and that's just a bloopy.
Yeah, so see, Barrel's save quitting, but this will put him back in the forest. Once again, he can't really do Deku. He can't really clear out the forest either. Without that bomb bag, it's...
Yeah. Coron City Maze is still junk and just another.
Maybe he bought the shield and we just missed it earlier? And he just hasn't put it on?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Because, like, I mean, he's going to do shield chest, he's going to do Mitos, but... Like, unless he has a shield, and we just have not noticed it, going off to Deku is... Maybe he thinks he has a shield?
Honestly, sure. We'll see what exactly he ends up doing here. Is Riley is going to do Child Boron City.
No, well, no, there was
in the bazaar.
The regular priced one. The Silver Gauntlets on Big Rolling Goron. That's another payout from that bomb bag.
That's
You think he
really...
does have a shield toxic?
That's
been
really
another
nasty spot for strength 2 for Cap'n Tuna Spice. They don't have a bomb bag to get there.
Yeah, and they're clearing out Child now. So when are they ever going to go back Child? Until, I guess, Jabu? Whenever they get Jabu access?
Do they know Hot Runner? Maybe, but even then, that's...
sure they do, but are they gonna make that play?
Right, that's the thing. Is do they want to spend the time for it?
Yeah, I don't think they would make that play.
No, they also can't even open the shortcuts. The other thing, yes.
Yeah, they would have to go up the vanilla route, which is just not a good route. So I guess if they pulled bomb shoes in Deku Tree, then maybe.
Even then, it'd have to be the 20-pack probably for them to want to do that, because otherwise, yikes.
Prelude, we already knew that.
Riley,
they already checked the shop as an adult.
No, Goron shop, I just realized.
Oh, Goron shop, yeah. No, yeah, they didn't check that. I thought they were talking about Deku shop.
No, they checked the Deku shop.
Yeah, Barrel's going Deku Tree, so I'm assuming he bought a shield and we just missed it. There's a free shield in Deku Tree, by the way, that does not need a shield to get to, so...
No.
Even if he doesn't have one, which he does, so he did buy one. He could have gone up and gotten a shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so we just missed Barrel buying the vanilla shield as a child.
Yep.
There really is. It does feel like there's always a shield in Deku Tree.
Right.
Specifically up there where you don't go first.
Yeah. Also, I should note that with a bomb bag, Riley will be able to check the back Deku skull.
Yes. Won't be able to get it without Boomerang.
But that is incredibly good information.
Yeah, knowing if it's dead or not. But I mean, right now, Riley and Goomba have a pretty sizable lead just off of Bomb Bag and the Strength 2 that Bomb Bag led to. Because both of those are in locations I don't see Captain Tuna Spice finding anytime soon.
Yep. Also, Riley's a fool! Protecting the loss of Fridge Scrub.
So, like, Cap'n Tuna Spice, I think, really needs a Bomb Bag somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably not Upper River, because Upper River just isn't a great spot for a Bomb Bag.
No, they need to find second or third Bomb Bag or Bomb Juice. Like, if they find Bomb Juice, then maybe they go up river as a child, buy some beans, stuff like that.
Yeah, the odds are very good that GTG bow is bow locked. I've put it as I have not put it as the first bow on the note sheet because
yeah, I'd be shocked if that's our first bow.
Also, Riley choosing to not do Deku Tree for the moment is gonna go back off to the Temple of Time for the moment.
No, he checked Bomb Shoe Bowling already.
Yeah, he's the one with the bomb bag.
Plane.
Purple. Oh, might need a
Plane.
shield. No, does he have a shield?
No, he has the shield on.
It might be. Well, what is he doing?
Buying light
shopping,
arrows? And then probably going adult.
Oh, choose a Goomba. That is nice.
That helps Captain Tuna Spice. Because that could potentially, I mean, we'll see what pack it is. But if that's the 20, they might run into the Bomb Bag and Strength 2 off of that.
Oh, Riley was buying a Hylian shield.
5. It's only a 5-pack. That's not great.
That's a yikes. Yeah, you're gonna be really conservative with 5 chews.
I still could see them possibly doing River off the 5 chews, but definitely not Hot Rod. Definitely not. Unless they're planning on pure save scumming at all, then at least they would get the knowledge. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, the 5-pack is definitely what they did not want to see.
No, that is a yikes.
So yeah, we do see Goomba is going to go use that 5-pack to get his Silver Gauntlets. Because
hopefully he remembers the shop.
Yeah, we'll see if he remembers the shop.
Oh, and Riley's actually going to the well now, it looks like.
And getting Dompe digging as well. Not a bad play. I mean, he could full clear well. He has ZL, he has Bomb Bag. I mean, I guess he can't.
Storms is in the grave, so he'll be able to get that very quickly.
Well, he can't get all the skulls. No, that was first strength for Goomba because he hasn't got the other strength yet.
Not a real issue.
Yeah, and he's gonna get 10 skull check as well while he's here for Riley.
Right. Oh, for 160 here. 2 moves.
All right.
Go around the shop is 2 moves.
Well, we knew the GTG one was not the first one. So get your choice of what bow you technically want first.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, 160 and 200.
Alright, so Barrel just pulled the 5-pack. So what does he do with them? I assume he's gonna do like for the forest and save scum them and see what's kind of in Lost Woods.
Nice nut upgrade on Gen Skulls. Yeah, sorry, that's just hilarious. 2 moves. Go around the shop after 2 one for 160 reviews, the other for 200. I'm sorry, but that's just too funny.
Yeah. So, especially now with those bomb chews, I mean, Barrel can go check that shop, which would lead him towards Big Rolling Goron.
The shop's okay. The thing is, you can get the we'll see what exactly, because the
he's
shop
gonna
at
get
least
the
is
song
doable as
first,
adult.
and then do all his save scumming. so that he keeps the song. So he'll come back through all here, and we'll see what he actually does with those shoes. All right, we do see Goomba's off to go get his bomb bag now.
Yeah. Also, lol. That's it. Suddenly Arthur Houdini in chat meant his local game store is selling PS5 for $1,300. Yikes!
His game store, not even a scalper, just an actual business.
Is selling it for $1,300. I'm sure it's in euros. And Menu is a French person for reference. So is Arthur.
Still,
That's still
high.
yikes. That's
That
even
seems
more
higher
US
over
dollars.
that's over the recommended sale price. But I mean, supply demand. Someone's gonna pay that for it, and that store's gonna make a ton of profit. So.
And thank you, Millie Moon, commenting that my laptop revives them. Which reminds me to thank you for the raid that you did at the beginning, because I forgot to say that as Goomba picks up his bomb bag. It's just great when something like that happens. I rolled a scene the other day with even funnier bow locations. There were two. Poma Saga's way into hero. There were 2 bows on HBA.
Oh. Couldn't see what was on top of the volcano. There's Nocturne. Okay, so Nocturne's not in a bad spot.
No, I was seriously worried it's going to be on AD at the rate we were going.
Yeah. Yeah, Rai having troubles with B1 skip right now. Oh.
Ooh, that's
it.
Yikes. 1,544 USD? Yikes, VXR. Thank you for the conversion. That's a horrendous price.
Riley going for Flame Storage Glitch.
Yep.
And
that
he got
was,
it.
in fact, a bug bottle on the theater scrubs. I did miss that earlier.
Oh, Rise. That emulator was going weird there for a second.
Yeah, AD could still be Requiem, though.
Yeah.
And seriously, still could be Requiem.
It could be Requiem, it could be Epona's, and have something locked on Epona's.
Saria's song is a thing.
Yep, we don't know what's on either Saria song check right now.
Nope. No hints, and we're not getting any. And it's go time for Riley. We'll see if this pays out. I expect Goomba's gonna head off to...
Is he gonna do chickens right now?
Yes, that's chickens.
I mean, this is clearly doing chickens at the 30-minute mark. Oh, or is he just going for the open grotto? Wasn't this open grotto checked already though?
Yeah, he did. That's an accident. Flew a little too far with the chicken there.
Yeah. Okay, but like this is definitely a play against Barrel and Rise style.
Oh,
Barrel and Rai are well-known anti-chickens. Barrel even has an emote of a chicken crying.
Yeah.
So they're clearly playing against the tendencies of Barrel and Rai with the early river, with the early chickens. And honestly, it's paid off for them so far.
Oh my god, it's paid off ridiculously well. That bomb bag just proved to be huge.
Oh yeah, that is the biggest thing right now. Alright, so Barrel saves scumming his shoes.
Yeah.
And he's off to Prelude. So yeah, he's gonna be leave.
Yep. No Gochal Goron City. No strength 2. Oh boy.
No strength 2. Rai is back walking, hopefully to the river.
I hope so. For Roar's win, by the way, for Goomba in Crater Grotto.
That's the for Roar's Wind and Magic Early. What is this seed? What is this seed?
I get a creative username. Let's go with I'm pretty there we go. We have a command folder. Co-op.
So yeah, basically our teams. So on your right is one of our teams. That is Team Cap'n Tuna Spice. On the left is the AYAYAlpha Gamers. They each are communicating with each other. So all 4 players are playing the same seed, and the teammates are splitting up the checks and telling each other, hey, there's this here, there's strengths over here, bomb bags over here. So essentially kind of test the team's communication and routing so that they can clear the seed quicker, but then also hopefully plan out and be able to not have to do everything by themselves.
Yep, park container on chickens. I missed the hit in DMT for Goomba if someone could enlighten us.
Oh, it was 30.
Alright,
Pretty sure it was
thank you.
30 again. Yeah, we still have to see the OT.
Yep. Alright, time for the well. Yeah, still missing the OT hit.
They're grabbing a blue fire.
I hope that means he's thinking about the
River and
river,
going up
'cause
and freezing King Zora. I mean, we know Barrel likes his memes.
yes, he does. That's for sure.
Honestly, King Zora play would be huge if Barrel actually is doing that, because it will lead to that bomb bag.
Yeah, and they need the bomb bag.
There's more bomb juice. The bomb locked bomb juice. Where was that? Oh no, that was Song of Storms. Song of Storms blocked. Sparrow and Rye both don't have Song of Storms yet.
No, but they know where it is. It's not particularly hard to catch.
The Rye's about to get it.
Yep. Key in the first chest of the well.
Oh, little off on his aim there.
Ooh, another key. Okay.
Back-to-back keys. Alright. Barrel, no, going. Those flames might be for the dongos. Because if you did not know, you can burn down the dirt walls with blue fire.
He plans to do the bridge chest with blue fire then, I suppose, because he'll get a strength upgrade in CAC.
Yeah.
Alright, pit skull and well, what is this? Duck!
And no, nothing there. Yeah, if well has something big, it's Cap'n Tuna Spice is gonna need something hidden away far at this point.
Yeah, this is unfortunately it's kind of how random be at times, so that early river play is really paying out for AYAYA, but there's still a lot to see. Look, we are only 36 minutes in.
Yeah, and I still want to give more credit to AYAYA on possibly just game planning out that early river push more than even just rando, like being rando. Like them, I feel like that had to have been we'll obviously ask them if it was a strategic play at the end. And if it was, like, just props to them.
No, it's Requiem on AD as we see a hookshot in the Goron City maze.
Oh, no. Well, honestly, AD for Cap'n Tuna Spice is a good thing, because that means all teams are basically doing a lot of the same stuff, and it comes down more to execution. Obviously, they're still going to be behind, just off of not having items when AYAYA does, but it does help their chance.
It does, but part of the thing too is that without strength 2 off, there's a slingshot. If their only strength 2 is in the well, they might not still be able to find out if it's a hard AD quickly.
Yeah.
As we see, that's a death for Goomba and the Goron City.
We don't know for sure that it's AD yet, just because Requiem's there. If Child Spirit has nothing, it might not necessarily be AD.
No, but there are 3 checks there.
Yeah.
2
so
chests and a skull. That is.
Yeah. So there's a chance. Hey, big Goron sword in the well. It looks like Rye probably will be going down the bottom of the well. He can't. Well, I guess he has the bomb tools, so I guess he will be able to still clear it.
Yeah. Opponents, they don't have a Epona song, but water is a stone, so they will get long shot before AD at least.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
And I mean, probably at this, Epona's was. I mean, a worst place for Epona's is out in the desert. That's the worst place for it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it could just be locked behind Shadow, because Shadow locks to 1.5 songs.
Two
But
songs.
obviously you would need Spirit as well. Well, you need Spirit to get the other song.
Yeah.
So nothing on that one bad skull that I couldn't check into Dongo.
Yep. Strength 2's Hot Rodder.
There's golds in the well.
Ooh, well has strength 3.
So
that is
one
better for Cap'n Tuna Spice that they won't be as hurt by the strength on Hot Rodder, but that's still
as long as golds doesn't have something.
Yeah.
Because if gold has something, then we're just back in. So yeah, potentially bailed out of the strength at least. They still need that bomb bag.
Oh my god. Yeah, unless there's another one available somewhere, which we don't know yet for that matter. But even then, still, the lead from having a bomb bag remains.
And to note, that was an exploded check. So Rai's gonna have to invest his bomb chew to find that strength. I would assume since he's here, he's gonna be investing his bomb chews. He'll save those for the very end so he could potentially save gun them. But he will check that.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, like chest is a token, like skull. As you see, the side scrub DC is gem.
Oh, it was ZL check. Okay.
Oh, ZL check.
Then yes, he will for sure get it. I thought he had it was one of the low chests.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure either.
It was the chest before you crawl into Dead Hand Room.
That one.
That one. That's what it was. So yeah, that's not exploding. So never mind. He's not even gonna have to invest his bomb chew for that.
That is nothing in the basement. So well turned out, big Oron sword and a slingshot and strength 3. Not too bad.
Yeah. Honestly, better news for Raikaru Barrel down there than Goomba and Riley.
Goomba and Riley were probably get strength 3 with Steve and Adult Spirit or something similar.
Yeah. Adult Spirit, locked behind the silver gauntlet chest in GTG. Yeah, anything else besides easily accessible.
Yeah, and that qualifies as easily accessible. For Raikaru Barrel now, he looks pretty happy about it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for roars in co-op is even more powerful than just for roars in general, because just the amount of like strategy that can go into. Okay, I could bail here, I could drop for roars, I can come back later. So yeah, this should be the strength. Yes, there it is.
Okay, somehow or another, Rai's stream might up getting severely delayed. Refreshing now, that should be better.
So I hope we see Riley go do gold gauntlet stuff right now.
I expect
Mainly
so
us as the commentators that we know if that's needed or not. Alright, both bad skulls into Dongos had nothing.
Good info though, because oh my goodness, have we seen those be bad? I vaguely recall a very, very early group seed where that was their skull was your first hook shot.
Alright, nope, we got a Bolero play. He's gonna go get his Nocturne.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I still expect him to do gold checks relatively soon, because then that also tells Goomba if he ever needs to go down into the well at all. Because if
you might want his hookshot first, come to think of it, because hookshot opens up Spirit Trial.
Yeah,
and some chews would be handy for that. Chews and bow as well.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna pick all that up before so that he can basically full clear the Goron Castle.
Ganon's
but
Castle.
Ganon's Castle. Goron Castle. Sorry. We're in Goron.
We're talking about Ganon's Castle while in Goron City. Words are hard.
lots of G words there. But yeah, because it's very important for him to tell Goomba if he needs to go down in the well at all. Because if Goomba doesn't need to go down in the well, that saves Goomba time as a child.
Oh.
Yeah, Goron Castle. The Gorons are the true enemies. Ooh, failed that hover around the rocks. That hover is actually relatively tricky. Like, it's not like you don't just like walk and get it. You have to be like actually know what you're doing there. Yeah, the Gorons have taken over. Honestly, if you think about it, the Gorons are a bit of a villain. I mean, have you ever like read some of the lore behind the Gorons and like why they're trying to get Dodongo out, and like the Gorons aren't the nicest people.
Also, Barrel catching some of the double bow Goron shot. I do love that. It's just great.
Isn't the lore like the bomb bag is made from like a baby Dodongo's stomach or something like that?
Something like that, yes. On the other hand, they were because they apparently the Dodongo's taking over DC is causing them to have no food.
But they like rocks. Look at this room that Riley's in. They have rocks. They have plenty of rocks around that they can still eat.
Yeah. Alright, DC bridges, just some arrows.
Alright, so it's important to look, if you're a fan of Cap'n Tuna Spice, at Goomba's screen right now. Because these are the checks that Rai left behind in Dodongo's cavern. If there's nothing here, that helps Rai and Barrel. That room, well, if it is, then we destroy like half their food source.
Yeah. Barrel picking up his bow now, the cheaper of the two. I still love how there's two bows in there.
I kind of just wish someone paid the 200 just for the more expensive one. Just
for the giggles. Yeah. Alright, backskill is a deck of shields.
See, but Toxic, that once again just proves that they have plenty of rocks to eat if they magically reappear.
Right? Oh,
poor King Dodongo just hanging out down in his cavern. It's even his cavern. It's literally called Dodongo's Cavern. Alright, so far though, speaking of Dodongo's Cavern, it's had nothing here in the back end of it.
Oh, so far not. Well, I know you're still ahead of me, but this chest above King Dodongo is just a rupee. One last check. Is DC of any use at all today? 16 checks and 14 of those 16 have been absolute dead.
Yeah, and the use of it is it's a third of the way to Requiem right now. That's the big use of it.
Yeah, there is that. Other than that, DC's been pretty dead. Riley successfully getting to the Goron City scrubs. Logically, you need Song of Time, Goron Tunic, Wall, Gordian's Glove, none of which they have. No, they have the ones, so that's actually. They just.
Boomerang!
Hey! That's a thing.
Yeah.
And nope, the deck of shield, seriously? And a heart.
Look at that Dodongo we just murdered. In his home. He was just chilling. And just bombs. He just gives you stuff to put inside his stomach bag.
Yeah, impressively useless DC.
Yep.
Completely in logic and incredibly dead. The only thing remotely notable in it was double defense. That's saying something.
We're on Tunic in the shooting gallery.
Not too bad, fine.
Alright, Riley doing the gold gauntlet checks. Once again, you should be looking at Riley's screen if you're a Cap'n Tuna Spice fan. You want to see nothing behind these gold gauntlets checks. Because if there's something here, once again, Cap'n Tuna Spice falls way behind.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a while before they get here, let me tell you that.
Barrel looks like he's routing to river, so he'll find that back.
Paperweight! Redead Grotto for Goomba.
They're both heading river, actually, funny enough. One as adult, one as child. So they're both gonna grab the bomb bag right now.
Davis, you're gonna see the bomb bag in about 2 minutes between the two on the right. They're both gonna find it in the upper river shortly.
Yeah. One thing to note, yeah, Rai gets to check the Storm Grotto.
Yeah, the scrubs here.
Yeah, this is child-only scrubs.
Also can do Frogs 1 while he's here.
Yeah,
On the same vein.
That's kind of nice that they have this little split here.
It's not, no, the
It's
scrubs
not
are child only, I should note. The frogs are.
Yeah.
You can't get the scrub grotto as adult. Around tuning for Goomba, beans for Riley, and light trial yeet for Riley.
All right, this is a big moment in this race. What is here in Light Trial?
Absolutely.
Watch a second bomb back could be here.
Yeah, well, let's see. Here, Derpy.
Arrows.
Arrows.
Also, Barrel's about to find his bomb bag. Heart piece. There's a wallet up on fire arrows.
Okay.
Goomba did just find
The last wallet.
The last wallet, yeah. Well, not the wallet. Oh yeah, we know what they are.
Tectite is the last.
Long
Hey,
shot.
Oh god, long shot in light trial.
All
Fire
right.
arrows are mildly concerning for Cap'n Tuna Spice. Long shot's really concerning.
Yeah, but we still don't know that water's fully required. We don't know that long shot to get to desert's fully required.
We don't, but that's not good news.
There's
Also
still
convenient fire arrows for Shadow Child.
Yeah. It's not great news, but it's not race ending. Like, of all the items, like Hammer being there, probably GG. If Hammer was there.
Yeah.
Bruno's letter was there, probably.
I mean, if Epona's song is at Requiem, which it seriously could be at the rate we're going,
Yeah. Then yes, it's still bad. Barrel going up to unfreeze the king.
yeah. This is a check. We don't know how useful it is, but this is a check.
Watch them pull like Hammer here,
Oh
and
my
then all of a sudden this becomes just even.
God. Right?
Oh,
No such
I was
luck,
really,
though.
I was really hoping I called that.
Oh, it would have been great if that was there.
All right, we do have the Stone Forest play happening up on Goomba's screen.
Oh, interesting. Riley choosing not to do Spirit Trial here.
No, he.
Yeah,
and
he's not
going to
doing Spirit
fire.
Trial.
Yeah.
Yes, Bostian water is in the river chest. We have seen that hint. We have seen all of our hints, actually.
Yes, we have. So yeah, but what I was gonna say is based on like what the items have been and where, AYAYAlpha Gamers might be leaning more into, hey, let's for sure do all dungeons, because obviously we see they, specifically Goomba already has one of the stones. He's in the second stone dungeon already. So like maybe they're playing towards the all dungeons. Whereas if Ryan Barrel just don't get those items soon, they might not play to that, and if it's not required, that could be a big thing, and all of a sudden that early routing may have led them off worse later on.
Drew, they know where Chews are in the Death Mountain Storm's Grotto. Riley visited Death Mountain before he went to Ganon's Castle. If he wanted his Chews, he would have gotten his Chews.
Yeah. Yes, so Barrel just found the hook shot.
Yep.
To note, Rai is still child, and he now has that bomb bag. If they want to play it safe, he'll go clear out the child checks in in Goron City, possibly. Like, he could still do that. It obviously wouldn't be, if he saves Squid at any point, we might see that. They
We
also
know
have
they want to do that, but will they? Who knows? Hey, there's a scale. Fourth floor master stone.
Yeah. It's just something we can possibly see. Well, obviously we don't know if he will, but I'm just saying they still could potentially find that strength. Dins.
Ooh, door diving.
Never mind. He's definitely not going because that's Shadow Temple.
Oh, that's Shadow Temple. He shook shot, hovers, strength, bow.
But
Yeah,
maybe because Barrel's gonna have to go back and get that. Maybe he checked Goron City as a child before going.
Maybe even then, though.
So now let's think. When does AYAYAlpha Gamers get that?
Boomerang's not. They know where Boomerang is. They might wait until finding Letter, but we don't know where Letter is the problem right now.
What if Letter is in Shadow?
That would be a miserable.
That all of a
That would be
sudden
bad.
brings Cap'n Tuna Spice back. Barrel, also to note, is about to get his Boomerang.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the catch-up find. Exactly what they just said. That honestly negates a bit of the Strength 3 long shot.
Hey, that's
Especially
no flash of
if-
Goomba managing to get the skull on the way down.
Especially if Shadow Temple pays out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It could definitely be a bit. I can agree with you there. Remote
Yeah.
got some field clean about for Riley, Bomb field for Remote Grotto. We know Open Grotto is
I
dead.
don't see Goomba and Riley going child for a long time.
No.
Whereas, like, Barrel, if he doesn't get the Goron City child stuff when he has to go back to get that Dins, I don't see them getting that for a while. So it's kind of like they're in very similar boats.
Gold gauntlets for Ryan Barrel are hot on for Goron, which is not great. High wall kicks. These are the settings for today. Actually, no, that is not it. That is
child for a while.
sorry.
and Goomba's
Okay, we
going
apparently
child.
edited that, so yeah, we don't have Serenade. Serenade is who knows where. Our settings are standard. Hey, I said those are the first chest of fire.
Yep. So fire is locked.
We
Yeah,
have
we need-
no, we have no scale hint, chimp. We've seen all our hints. Pay no attention to the bot. Wall kicks. This is season 3 settings plus scrub sanity, shop sanity, and shop sanity 4 and dungeon token sanity. Regular item shuffle plus a couple sanity, so that there's more stuff for people to do in co-op.
Alright, so Goomba went child. Is he probably pathing river? So he's gonna find that Dins relatively soon. Surprising, like I wonder why that play. Oh no, he's going to get
No, this is well. This is he
Well,
needs
yeah,
strength.
he's
He knows it.
yeah, he needs strength 3 to get the long shot. So we'll see if he goes up river at all here.
In the meantime, Riley is
skills
gonna
and
take
forest
himself
level.
to GTG.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wall kicks. Season 3 settings. Long story short, just a regular item shuffle. Plus, all the Deku scrub salesmen are shuffled. The gold sculptures in the dungeons are shuffled, and the shops have 4 randomized items each. Blue fire bottle here for Barrel. He doesn't need it. He has a lot. He has a couple already. Not much point.
He's already used a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. And high. Yep. Yep, so they need to be the dungeons with medallions, so in this case it is Shadow, Spirit, Jabu, Deku, and Fire, because they started with the Water Medallion today, and they need to find the items to beat those dungeons and kill a cannon, which is plus light arrows, basically. Alright, this is Valley
Barrel gets
Scrubs.
the fairy fountain. Alright, so
Valley
once
Scrubs are
again,
junk.
the stuff that Riley is checking right now, if he pulls something there, then that's obviously a big pull for AYAYA. Whereas the stuff Rai is checking in Shadow, if they pull something there, that's huge for Cap'n Tuna Spice. Okay, yeah, he's
Barrel,
pulled adults and he's going right back adults. Yeah, they're leaving Dins behind for now.
Yeah, makes sense. I can't blame them. Wall kicks, yeah, I remember you in particular from ALTPR. This is an open bridge to give, again, more checks so people don't end up doing the exact same thing all the time. And
We also start adult.
Ganon's castle boss key is on the light arrow cutscene behind 6 medallions. So they'll need the 6 medallions to get the boss key to get to Ganon to beat the game.
So I expect Riley to, at some point, obviously go out and see what's out at Requiem, and probably start checking the Spirit Temple. Once again, the things for Cap'n Tuna Spice that will need to not be out there are Epona Song, and there needs to be a key on adult side. That's what Cap'n Tuna Spice would be hoping we all see whenever AYAYA goes out and checks Spirit. If either Epona Song is out there or there's not a key and Child Spirit is required, that obviously then makes us all dungeons. But then also that long shot is hard required to even get out there.
Yep.
So lots of things for us to pay attention to right now to see if Cap'n Tuna Spice needs those golds.
Yeah, well, Kix, if you want to learn, there's plenty of people to help. You can also join the main Discord. I'm sure somebody here can DM you a link. Yeah, you're not bad as a Coherent. I know you were in the Scrubs tourney, having a brain fart on which group right now. Alright. Yep. Long story short, Requiem is, yes, kind of like, so it's left behind the 3 stone dungeons, kind of like the pedestal check, more like, than the Lumberjack Ledge Hell Knight. Kind of like really more like head, like, and that locks 3 checks on child side, 2 chests. Okay, I will post a link since VXI doesn't have the permissions.
Or VXI, that 5-second timeout.
Yeah, here we go. I have moderation powers. Oh, Spirit Shield and Spirit Trial 1. That's a good find.
Yeah. Not the biggest, but obviously that helps with Spirit Temple, which is required. But unfortunately, Riley is the one closer to Spirit Temple, and he's not the one that has that mirror shield.
He has Furores and GTGs. He might just get out of here, to be honest. He's opening the gate because there's no good reason not to.
Honestly, I'd go drop Furores in Spirit before I went and grabbed that mirror shield. Yeah, and that's what he's gonna do. Actually, Spirit
might be a better place, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're being an AD, you want to have a Furore second Spirit anyways.
And also you want to check to see if you can even do Spirit right now, or if it's just all dungeons locked.
Oh, that too, because he has ZL and Hookshot to get the Compass chest, as well as the Boulders chest.
To note, we never mentioned it, but Goomba bailed on Forest.
Yeah, Goomba bailed after the courtyards.
Yeah.
Which just makes sense. It's pretty quick. Hot Rodder Goron, the Rolling Goron in Child Goron City is where their strength is.
Yeah, and that led to long shot and fire arrows.
But not as important.
But yeah,
long
because Ryan Barrel found Dins, so fire arrows actually literally don't matter to them.
It's a long shot. It's a bit of a problem, but the opponent's being who even knows right now. Just a red rupee in the wasteland.
Alright, but yeah, once again, what we're looking for on Riley's is Epona Song in the desert, and is there a key on Adult Spirit? Those two things are going to be a big determiner of this race.
Riley didn't have Choose for whichever reason, and Goomba went with Choose for Spirit Trial. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Barrel is going to head up river to grab his Dins. I highly doubt we see him go into Goron City. I almost said Ganon City.
You are really having a time with words today.
Yeah. Goron City. Hey, I at least corrected myself. But I highly doubt we see him go into Goron City.
Yeah, no, they've got so much to do.
Once again,
Also,
we don't know if it's required at this point.
No, we do not. There's more Chews and Shadow. At Rando God's AD, please. Lol, toxic. There's another slingshot. And
Rudo's
Closest Fairy is.
letter.
Oh, that's actually really good because they'll go Child and find Dins when they do that. That is a good play. That's good.
That
That is really, really
huge
good for
for
AYAYA.
So for Ryan Barrel, once again, they hope that opponents is not out here, and
That
instead
is-
on beating Shadow.
Even then, though, because the long shot got from AYAYA here, that is bad news.
Yeah,
That's bad news for Ryan Barrel.
basically Ryan Barrel need opponents to be on the Prelude song, and there to be a key on Adult Spirit right now.
Yeah, they're really not having a good day. We're just
So-
missing Hammer at the rate we're going for things.
Yeah, those are the two things they really need to essentially be in the race right now.
Goomba
Or
has the
Barrel
shield.
Barrel for some reason to go to Goron City right now.
Yeah,
But that still puts them behind.
yeah, they. We don't know how
We'll see the
hardcore
song.
Light Child is right now because of that long shot.
All right,
We don't
long
know.
and high out there, so
Okay.
there's still a chance. That was
There
one of the
is-
things Barrel and Ryan wanted to see. Obviously,
Yeah,
they
but-
don't know that's there, but that's one of the things they need to be in the race.
Yeah, Kona Song needs to not be an ice cavern for Ryan Barrel.
Ryan Barrel needs to be on Prelude.
Yeah, they really
Like,
do.
that's basically it at this point. And we still need to see a key. And not the one, well, I guess it could be locked behind the Song of Time block, because they'll get Song of Time out here. So they need to see a key over here as well.
Yeah, but that's good. The Song of Time is convenient, but they can get all 3 checks. And yeah, they could have spent a tactic
once
skull
again,
and checked it
let's
anyway. But
flip this on the other way. Goomba and Riley don't want to see a key here, honestly.
no.
For them, it actually would be better for it to be all dungeons at this point, because they're ahead on that progress by far.
Yeah, speaking of, there's Barrel's Dins. But yeah, that Rudo's letter is
There's a
itself
bomb
bad
bag.
news. Well, that's the thing. Spirit Compass has a bomb bag.
Yeah, and also Prelude not being opponents, yeah, unless Hammer is just in some random place.
So
That-
really
that-
dumb
A
place.
really dumb place that, like, Shoot the Sun. We've seen Barrel and Rye win off of Shoot the Sun before. If it was on, like, Shoot the Sun and they make that play. But once again, they would need Long Shot, which probably
Once
not.
again, back to that problem.
So, somewhere like that.
We don't know the Burning Cat song
Oh,
angle,
there's
but
a
in all
key.
honesty,
There's
there
a key.
is a key.
That is not what Goomba and Riley wanted to see there. Because that right now is looking like we don't really need all dungeons.
Lol, toxic. It random gods F off. Terror.
I mean, Hammer could still be Child Spirit, and all this could be
Yeah.
for nothing.
Key or boss key. Hammer or boss key would
Yeah,
both
boss-
be pretty nasty.
Rocky, yeah, either of those Child. So, like, it's not, once again.
No.
Goomba and Riley are still in the lead. I think that's it's closer because Aponas was not there. Barrel and Rye still need Aponas to be on Requiem, because if it's an Ice Cavern, they still need that long shot.
Yes,
Because-
Riley is bailing. Riley's going to go to Jao. Goomba is going to cross the wasteland afterwards and do Spirit Temple because
No,
he has the
well,
Mirror Shield.
Riley might just be grabbing his Mirror Shield.
Oh, might be getting his Mirror Shield though. Yeah, one or the other. I could see either, but what Riley really wanted to do there was check if it was immediate AD. That's the biggest information they needed right then and there, and he's got it. So he's leaving for the moment. This makes sense.
Yeah, and he's going right up to Ganon's castle to get that Mirror Shield.
Goomba was doing GTG while waiting for Riley to get back with news on Spirit Temple is.
Yeah. Just get some checks in there while, like, be doing something.
Yeah, like do something that's not being on top of your partner while your partner checks to see it. Checks for really, really big information.
Fortunately, Rye messing up the Iron Boots list strat right now.
Yeah.
So now we have to wait it out a bit. Yeah, no, they got dungeons to clear. He was just holding, he was just doing GTG stuff while waiting to see if there was a key spirit
Because
side.
GTG is a lot of checks and it's good info. Like, for all you know, yeah, your hammer's there or iron boots or something, but it's on the way. It's good. It's a lot of checks. This will be Mirror Shield here.
What? So, just kind of thinking it out. So let's.
Yeah.
What if Goomba and Riley pull Iron Boots? That once again leads them even more into the all dungeons play. Whereas Ryan Barrel still are, just because of not finding that third strength, are kind of don't really have the option to lean into the all dungeons play at the moment.
Tiger Pistolmos. The thing with the Bruno's, this is not a problem for Ayer. Riley is going child now. This is going to be a Jabu play. There is no way in hell he misses his Din's Fire on the way to or from Jabu. It's right outside, so that's not a problem. It's absolutely not a problem. Don't expect him to miss it. If he does, that's something to tell him off about in the interview. No, this makes sense.
Again, Goomba and Riley are still ahead.
Oh,
Barrel and Ride need all this stuff to happen to kind of stay in this race. Like, Goomba and Riley are clearly ahead at this point.
Oh my god, they're miles ahead of the rate we're going. That early bomb bag just snowballing into everything.
Yeah. And unfortunately, because of the Rudo's letter location, like Rudo's letter being in Shadow Temple would have been the best for Cap'n Tuna Spice. Cap'n Tuna Spice isn't out of this unless Opponus is in Ice Cavern.
Yeah,
Then I'd probably
Opponus is in ice. They're pretty royally stuck for a bit.
They would need the long shot to even get to ice, which means they're gonna have to go find that strength 3.
Yeah, no, Goomba's gonna full clear Spirit here. He has Spirit, and this is why Riley failed this. Riley got the information and left. Goomba's gonna continue afterwards and is gonna actually do Spirit. It's not the perfect routing. It would have been better for Riley to go with a Mirror Shield, but it makes sense.
Yeah, let Goomba essentially trailblaze Spirit with that Mirror Shield, pick out the keys, also find out if it's child required, if that key is over on child's side.
It also could be that there's just a key on. It's just that you end up still getting hard locked by a key on child's side, because that happened to me. Because I rolled an EU weekly with that, where you were hard locked out of deep adult Spirit by child's side, actually.
Yeah, because Spirit Temple key logic is fun.
Yeah, also, not even Spirit key lock, just straight up hard locked. You could not get there. P.S. Long shot was required anyway for Shadow Boat Skull, logically.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything up there, was it?
Key.
So logically that long shot was required then.
Yeah. You can get it with just hook shot, as Rai showed us, but that does logically require a long shot there.
Yeah, remember there's a difference between what our runners can do and logic. Logic is just what the seed expects you to do based off of the limited amount of tricks that are enabled. The seed essentially makes sure that it is beatable. But if you know a few other tricks or ways to use your items to get around that, then that's how you, quote, break the logic, and you can get out of logic. So right now, Rai is technically out of logic, deeper here in Shadow, because he's not supposed to have that key. But he obviously can do it.
Logic, he doesn't care. Same for Riley and Goomba crossing the wasteland without the lens, which is in Shadow Temple. That's our logic, they don't care.
Yeah, so, and the runners are aware of all this, and like it will like kind of, they will think, okay, hey, we were supposed to have long shot here, so long shot must be somewhere we can access. Little do they know it's locked behind golds and they can access the gold gauntlets, but they now know long shot is somewhere they can access pre-Shadow Temple.
Yep. Well, pre-Deep Shadow. For all they know, it could be on Lens game. Which,
Shadow. Yeah.
Because the Lens, by the way, was in the first Chest of Shadow Temples.
Yeah, so they should now know long shots of it somewhere, which, I mean, that's not surprising news, and it doesn't help them overly. but
No.
they, yeah, it does. For them, it means more than really it does for us.
Yeah, it is what it's something. It doesn't tell them a ton though, especially because water's a stone. At this point, they're still hoping it's not required. We don't know if it's required yet either, for that matter.
No, we're still waiting and seeing, and we're not seeing keys so far.
No, but
There's the
French
boss
Vanilla
key.
Shadow Boss Key.
Yeah, just it's like I want to be in the small chest today. All right, there's the first key. That can be got with a hook shot, I believe.
Yes.
That key does not require long.
Yeah, you just need to jump on the hand and go up the arm to the elbow is about where you need to stand for that. That is not long shot locked.
Yeah. So once again, Ryan Barrel, if you're a Cap'n Tuna Spice fan, you want to make sure that Riley and Goomba find the boss key somewhere here. Well, I guess Goomba finds the boss key. Once again, they're still behind, but to have chances, they need kind of still these things to break their way. Mainly Epona being on Prelude. That's still the biggest thing.
Yeah, because they really desperately need that, otherwise they're going to be in a bit of a fix.
If it's not there, it has to be Ice Cavern at this point, right?
Ice Burning Cat. Ice Burning Cat.
But they couldn't get
Prelude out. Yeah, they can't get Burning Cat. Yeah, if Epona's in Ice Longshot, it's hard required.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, if Epona's is not on Prelude, they need that long shot.
Yeah, if Epona's is on, if for that matter, if Epona's is on, if Epona's is on Burning Cat as well, it's also long shot hard required.
Yeah, so basically, if it's not from beating Shadow, it's at that point we probably can call GG's, unless once again Hammer is just like Skull Mask and Ryan Barrel end up checking Skull Mask early, which would be surprising.
Yeah, it's. I do believe Riley picked up the Keaton Mask just now. Last Child Side Skull is just a token for Goomba.
Shoutouts to the double bongo fight happening on Cap'n Tuna Spice.
Yeah, we don't know if Longshot is hard required. It is logically required, thank you, Shadow Boat Skull, but we don't know if it is hard required yet.
We're about to find out.
Chip,
we're very soon gonna know.
Chip, we don't know where your Epona's is. If Epona's is on Prelude, Longshot is not hard required. It's still logically required, because thank you, Boat Skull, but it would be hard required. There is a difference. Din's Fire coming up short.
Shadow is the Forest Medallion.
Also, Bongo Bongo and some more Bongo Bongo. Not much that.
Still no boss key.
The lens is what it is.
Which is not what, once again, Ryan Barrel wants. Yep, there's that Forest Medallion.
Yep.
Did Riley? Okay, he did get his dents. I didn't see him mark it. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't look to see him pick it up, and I looked down at his tracker and didn't see it. I'm like, did he actually, like, I saw him do the diving. Did he forget to re-talk to the guy?
No, he did. Yeah, okay. It is logical AD because the rest remaining checks are all 4 key locked or more.
But once again, logic.
We'll see. We still don't. Ooh, Epona's on Prelude. That is good news for.
Yeah. So once again, to kind of just talk it out of what I mean, they're still behind. That keeps them in the race, but they're still behind. But now let's say Hammer is on horseback archery. There's the boss key, by the way.
Okay, so it is not hard AD. It is logical AD. Then the last bomb bag, it is not hard AD.
Okay, but once again, it can be hard AD if Hammer is on Child Street.
Yeah.
Hammer. Now it's basically if Cap'n Tuna Spice can find Hammer first, that brings them equal at this point. I think they're behind. They need to find Hammer first.
Yeah. Yeah, so Longshot is almost certainly not hard required unless Hammer is in Child Spirit, which would be just rude.
Yeah. Also, they're about to get the Mirror Shield here for Rai. It'll probably send Barrel right back here, because clearing out the field, I'm assuming he would go out to the desert afterward.
Yeah, so this is better news that Spirit is not hard child locked for, and opponents have prelude for Cap'n Tuna Spice. Sad thing is they're still behind.
Yeah, but they have a chance. At this point, there was multiple times this seed could have just said no to Captain Tuna Spice, and it's like, nah, you still got a chance.
Yeah.
So Rai, I think
Scrub
that's
is the
falling
other
behind
magic.
again.
Heart container on pose. That's a magic locks magic logically, by the way, on Jabu Scrub.
Yeah. Magic is always locked. Magic always locks the other magic. Like some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in it. They're in the race.
They are in it. It's not the greatest news in the world, but they are in it.
Once again, they have to find Hammer first.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, wherever Hammer is, Cap'n Tuna Spice needs to find it first.
Yeah, they need a Hammer to be somewhere kind of dumb, probably.
Or, I guess the other thing is, if Ayaya makes the all dungeons play and they just don't. I don't know like what would necessarily cause that decision, but that could be something as well. Because once again, like Barrel and Rai don't have that choice to make an all dungeons play, and they won't until they find those gold gauntlets. So like that's the other thing. Ooh, that mirror shield color for Barrel though. Gotta call that one.
Goodness gracious, yikes!
Gotta call that one out.
Yuck. I do, by the way, like Goomba's matching tunic and shield, though.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is quite pretty. Roars Rai.
Barrel, I'm gonna guess, is gonna buy his. Oh wait, no, I thought he was a child for a second. I thought he was going to buy his lights.
Nah. Also, no meme fire arrow on Chief Rai and Barrel because they didn't have strength 3. They still don't have strength 3. And how important that is still depends. We still don't know how hard reported lockdown is.
Yeah, it's right now very unlikely it's hard required, but there's still a chance.
Yeah,
Also,
Child Spirit or Shoot the Sun would... Child Spirit, Shoot the Sun, or Morpho would be the 3 big ones.
Yeah. The one thing we haven't talked about is if Hammer is a Water Temple, then that long shot once again comes into play, but also Iron, which we have not seen. We do? I thought we determined it was a wallet in Tech.
Hey, that was back in Jabu.
So where are the Iron Boots?
Who knows? Deep Forest.
Oh, I thought you said we did know where they were.
Oh, no, we didn't. No, sorry. Forest.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, then it would become, once again, not just a hammer hunt, but it could become an iron hunt.
Oh, God, it would. We could be here for... We could still be here for quite a while, chat. Chat who is also going wild with my CP command.
Alright, we got Twin Rova going down over on Goomba screen. Riley is working his way through Jabu. Barrel and Rai look like they're kind of split in the desert stuff.
You are correct, Bloodfire. So logically, opponents is locked on hard shots. Rai and Barrel don't care.
Yep. And honestly, they should not. That they having Epona is keeping them in this race.
Yeah, they're saving their butts. Rang is in Goron City Scrubs.
Yeah. Yeah, both teams know about the Rang. I think only one member on each of the teams has said Boomerang at the moment.
Correct.
Barrel and obviously Riley, because Riley is currently using it. It would be kind of weird if he didn't know where it was.
Nope.
Where is it? It's on your bottom C.
Also, I love how both Periskulls were just 3 arrows, or just a bundle of 30 arrows. Good laugh.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Yeah,
Good
and
one,
to
Dave.
note, fire is hammerlocked, so like it can't be some weird thing where like vanilla. Fire is hard hammerlocked, so we know for sure it's not in there. That's the only place we know that hammer cannot be. I guess a few places in GTG logically it can't be.
I don't remember what the chest was there off the top of my head.
Yeah, it wasn't hammer. But if it was a key, then that could also play some weird logic shenanigans.
Well, Song of Time, everything Song of Time locked is logically Longshot locked because Longshot locks opponents today.
Yeah, so the boss key on Morpha, or boss key and Morpha are both Longshot locked. Because Song of Time being there. If it was in Toilet, that's Longshot locked. Once again, but that needs irons. And another spot where we might need irons.
Goomba does have letter. Someone just did mark it.
Yeah, Goomba has letter.
Dan, please, Ozza, this is in fact a star special. A fairly interesting one. Actually, the item locations are mostly fine.
Yeah, the biggest thing really is, the once again that play by Goomba and Riley to just, and once again, I can't wait to ask them if that was planned. Like they were just gonna do early river. Because if it was, then shoutouts to them. They scouted their opponent. They knew they did not like early river. They probably weren't going to do that, and it's paid off huge.
Yep.
All right.
Because this would actually, you can only imagine how different the race would be if they had made that early river play. They'd probably be in a similar boat to Ryan Barrel if it weren't for that.
Yeah. To note though, one thing we haven't talked about, I mean, obviously Riley's gonna get his second medallion here, but he's one medallion behind everyone else right now. And Barrel and Rai can both get their fourth medallion at the moment, and then they also will be able to get Jabu.
Yeah, Riley does, however, have Dins and Magic. Deku Tree will be an extremely quick trip, and he will actually be the first of our runners to check the back skull, because no one did that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He does know he doesn't need anything in Deku, so he will just be able to walk in Din's Fire and be out. So, but it was just to note that he technically is behind on dungeons, especially with Spirit. Spirit, I guess, isn't that long since they know where the keys are.
Yeah.
But Shadow, obviously, Shadow's still a lengthy dungeon.
Yeah, long story short, again, opponents Prelude saved Ryan Barrel's butt so far. Just some, basically a very early river play by AYAYA got them a bomb bag, and that turned up a strength on Hot Rodder, which gave them long shot, which is just kind of snowballed into them. Those are things.
Yeah, I want Barrel to check first pack archery. I really hope he goes and does that right now, because obviously if Hammer's there, we've talked about this. If Barrel and Rai find Hammer first, this race is basically either tied, or I'd say at that point it's tied, and it's just going to come down to execution of dungeons.
Yeah. Lol, Tom will talk. No guarantees, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, Requiem is on AD because of course it is.
Alright, so yeah, we see Goomba is gonna go clear out Jabu now. So yeah, they're putting off Shadow. So like someone's eventually gonna have to go into Shadow and full clear that place. To find out the keys.
We
already know where
Zaza. Letter for Rai. Good news.
Yeah, he has
1880 on HPA. Nice.
Yeah, Goomba has to get Din, so yeah, coming up here and doing Jabu is definitely the right call of what dungeon to do next.
Yeah. And that's that can play with that equipped for Riley.
Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about he just needs to jump in there and finish that up.
Yeah. Also, if it turns out Hammer's on the back skull, that is a giant yikes from Cap'n Tuna Spice.
Yeah, that once again, that's it. But if Riley and Goomba find Hammer first, it's GG. They're already in the lead. There's a scale.
Oh, an HBA 1500.
We
okay,
know where
you're
the other scale is in Forest.
Ryan
So that
Barrel
puts
know the
diving in that
HBA
in
one?
logic.
Yeah, that's interesting. So 1500 versus no, that's interesting though because each of the teams now knows of one scale but not the other, and both kind of suck. For the Zone Forest versus HBA when they didn't have opponents going through, and that's great.
Right, or Goomba does have furores in GTG. So once he gets Epona's song, he could do HBA pretty quickly. I don't see Stone Forest getting touched by Ryan Barrel anytime soon.
No, they are not doing that anytime fast.
So it will be interesting if Barrel commits to GTG here. I'm guessing he's doing the exact same thing we saw Goomba doing earlier, and he's just getting checks while waiting to hear if they can continue in Spirit.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be the exact same thing, and then we're going to see him do exactly what Goomba did and just drop furores in here and go follow in Spirit. Alright, here is that Bad Skull and Deku. This is, once again, another big one. No.
Zaza, Ryan Barrel have no idea where their long shot is. They have no idea where their strike 3 is, for that matter. It's a strike 3 is on Hot Rodder, and their long shots in Light Triumph.
Yeah, and Goomba did skip Dins. He did not pick up Dins while he was in the domain.
He'll do so on his way out, I assume. Unless...
I assume that as well, but...
Because they're major dinguses if they don't.
Yeah. But yeah, why do it after? What benefit does that give?
You're not alone, Zaza. It's fine.
Alright,
Yeah,
nothing
I
on
don't
the
know
map.
either. Goomba decided to skip Dins. Pretty sure if that's just to do it on the way in, but okay.
It looks like Barrel is gonna continue in GTG. Which, I mean, Goomba and Riley left GTG. So once again, if find Hammer in here. Oh, I guess Rai hasn't opened the key yet. This is the key.
Did Goomba seriously do the game but not get Dins? Oh no.
Oh, that... If he thinks he claimed Dins, that could be big.
I have seen people do that. It
I have
does
as
not
well.
feel good.
No. That for all the good Goomba and Riley have done, that would negate so much of it. Especially if he went back adult thinking he had it.
Yeah, also why Riley having a bad time with Goomba.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like Barrel is at least just kind of clearing out. Yeah, I think he's just going to commit to GTG, which I don't think is the worst play at this point. Let Rai figure out all the keys in Spirit. So then he just has to grab the keys and the boss key. Like, I honestly think it's fine for Barrel to do this, because if he's too close on Rai's tail, he's going to be checking a lot of the same stuff he is.
Yeah. They like to call it social distancing.
Yeah. Stay close, but not too close. Alright, so that's now 3 medallions for Riley. He is playing Prelude. I'm going to assume he's going to go into Shadow to Trailblaze down.
Do Shadow for Roars the Spirit, do that, and then go from there.
Yes. Then, I mean, we know he won't have Hammer at that point, but then just start hunting for Hammer.
Yeah, pretty much. And we'll see where we're at that point. It's going to be around 2 hours by the time that we hit that point for Riley. Which reminds me, might as well say it's also thank you chat. Shoutouts to our 4 runners, Goomba Riley, Raikaru Barrel, to my co-com Derpy, and to our 2 trackers, Tamaltaka Diesler, as well as to our restreamer Hell Knight.
Yeah, and yeah, the shadow play by Riley, not surprised. We know all he's gonna find in there is a lens.
Yeah. The lens, and I think there's a slingshot in there. Basically, jump.
So right now, the only new information we're getting is from Barrel's screen with that ugly mirror shield. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not a pretty color at all.
I love the colored changes to mirror shield, but oh my god, Barrel just rolled a bad one, and it's just hard to look at.
Yeah, that's a.
It sucks, 'cause he leaves on the purple tunic, which is just I'm with him. It's the best tunic.
It is. Well. I mean, it depends. It looks kind of gold colored, but you could also interpret it a different way. And I personally don't really care for the combination of purple and yellow, which isn't helping anything.
Yeah. And yeah, if you aren't interpreting it as gold, it makes it worse. So to note, this is the chest that this room is where you can't have hammer. These chests cannot be hammer.
Only the fire ring can't. The enemies can.
Yeah, the enemies can.
It's a
we know it's not.
Just a stick, though.
Yeah. Someone isn't a Wario fan.
Yeah, gold. Yes, that. Let's go with its gold color. I just personally don't like purple and gold, purple and yellow together, and then for me, it's really not a pretty looking combination, and it's purple and yellow together. Not my favorite combination.
I'm getting buffering on a couple different streams right now.
Rise is very buffering that he's the only one there right now for me.
I had just a quick buffer on Rai completely crashed.
He just completely crashed for me.
Okay.
Time to refresh the page. I just got an error 3000 for him.
Right.
Refreshing the page. Hell Knight, you need to do the same thing, apparently. And okay, just refresh the page, it fixes it. Because Rise back.
I got no sound now. No, give me sound. Okay. We're back.
Yeah. Not like we were missing much of anything, it's just Spirit Temple, as you've seen already.
Yeah, I mean, it's Barrel, but I mean, obviously he has not found Hammer because he's still going.
Well, the maze is new, but it looks like he hasn't marked anything off that we haven't seen.
And I think this can... Oh no, if we see one more key, then Toilet has an item.
Yeah.
Toilet has an item.
Oh boy. Yeah, so you can find... Yeah, so also Super Jenna did our emotes. I do love our emotes. Being told by myself, you're not wrong, Hell Knight. Did you meet the our fans are being funny. Yeah, I do love our emotes. They're great.
Jenna does great work. If you like Jenna emotes, there's a lot of people that get emotes stuff by her, including myself, including Wooden Barrel, obviously including the Silver Gauntlets channel. Like, she does some amazing emotes.
They're trying to talk about Baronade being water. I was just commenting on emotes, so not the worst.
Because as of right now, we are getting literally nothing new. So this is the part of the seed where the commentators, we just gotta speculate. So you know what, chat? Where is the hammer? Let's start hearing those guesses. We know it's not in fire.
Oh, wait, first though. Goomba, please remember Danes.
Oh, yes.
There's the big rolling Goron in Child Goron City. Salsa.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, Goomba is not a complete dingus. It looks like.
It looks like he's not a dingus. He's gonna have to do the game again, though. Let's be real. He's still a partial dingus.
But thankfully, he's not a complete moron. Thank you.
Yes. He did the diving game and then didn't pick it up on his way to Jabu. We got a bet for Deep Forest Temple for that hammer. It's possible. We can full clear Forest. Forest has been fully unlogic for a long time.
Oh my god. Some of our first items are bow strength and hook shot, so yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We have been in Forest. Goomba was in there.
Yes. Did all of the courtyards, there was a scale, that's about it.
Yeah.
That
Water-
scale
we got a
could
water
be
temple
important,
set.
but the other
Ice-
skill also sucks for them.
Ice cavern. Lab with irons leading to locked chest in water.
Central pillar, yeah, that'd be nasty.
That would be nasty.
Uh-huh. I wonder if, or another nasty one would be if iron boots are just annoying, and it turns out that there's this finally.
So he must have wanted to do, like, he must be doing something here as a child as well on the way out. Yeah, like probably child fishing on the way out, checking the underwater bottle as well. Yeah, so maybe he had this planned and that's why he was doing it on the way out, but it still feels weird because he did do the diving game.
Yeah. Why is he? Did he never do fishing? I can't remember what was here.
I don't think they've. I'm pretty sure we've seen fishing.
We have. I think Barrel did it really early. I've long forgotten what it was, but it's junk because I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I'm like it's junk. Yes, Barrel has dipped fire. The first chest is a bloopy, I believe. So
Ice arrows.
Ice arrow. Basically a bloopy. A bloopy on the end of an arrow.
Yeah. It's yeah.
We're hammer
Got a
locked.
chuckle out of me that it was ice arrows, but yeah.
Alright, but to note for Barrel, obviously Rai has mapped out the keys for him here, and he's far enough behind. It's gonna be a nice quick spirit temple for Barrel.
Yep.
Child Spirit, just to remember everyone, that is literally the worst spot for Hammer to be for all the runners.
Yeah.
That makes all dungeons, and it's just whoever makes the call for all dungeons first. I mean, obviously Barrel and Rai still need to find the gold gauntlets for that to be a possibility for them. So obviously all dungeons still favors AYAYAlpha Gamers, but that still is just the worst spot for all runners.
Oh, absolutely. We have done Stone DC. It's complete and total 100% junk. The most useful thing in it was double defense.
Yeah. Rai cleared up to the eyeballs. He didn't have any explosives at the time. Goomba has full cleared it.
Yeah, there was a double defense. That's it.
Yeah. So just once again to start throwing out possibilities. So I mean, we've obviously talked about how all dungeons is an option for Goomba and Riley, but not Ryan Barrel. So let's say, because obviously all the teams are just clearing up their dungeons right now. They're going to probably be at about the same point when they're all entering Hammer Hunt. If
pretty much
Goomba and Riley make the call, let's just play towards the all dungeons, and let's say Barrel and Rai make a play like Ice Cavern or kind of the more random checks, that could be the deciding factor, like which one of those two options pays off. So like, and then, I mean, we're gonna obviously we're in the wait and see mode. I believe the first person to get to the Hammer Hunt looks like it will be Goomba or Rai, whichever one is able to finish up their respective temple first. Because Rai just has Jabu, Goomba just has Shadow. So it's gonna be between them who's in Hammer Hunt mode first.
Yeah.
And I guess the one thing Barrel and Rai now have over Goomba and Riley is GTG basically cleared out except for Toilet.
Yeah. And who knows what it is? They don't want to really get
And
there.
they can't do it anyways until Irons. So like it's not even an option and anytime close.
Nope.
Yep, so there's boss key. Now Barrel is going to just be able to go right up and go fight Twin Rova. Rai just finished. He's going to be heading off to Jabu. We got both of the AYAYAlpha Gamers clearing out Shadow. Actually,
I
you know
take
what?
some additional notes for commentary purposes for interview. That's why there's some additional notes that might not make the most sense in the world.
Yeah. Also, to note, actually,
Sometimes
I'm gonna change it to Riley's gonna actually be the first person to get to hammer hunt mode, because I forgot he only has spirit and he knows the key logic.
yeah.
So yeah, actually he'll be the first one to hammer hunt mode, probably with Rai shortly thereafter. Well, actually, okay, Rai's
Actually,
going to
no,
get.
Goomba's the first out of because Goomba's already done Spirit and just needs to. There's a few minutes behind Shadow, but the couple minutes behind Shadow is faster than Spirit Pop finish.
So yeah, one of the AYAYAlpha Gamers will be first.
Cap'n Tuna Spice did the front of DC up until the eyes. They did not do the bridge, they did not do the back because they didn't have explosives.
Yeah.
I suspect Skull Mask will be on their minds at some point. It just depends on how long it'll take for them to go there.
Oh, we're also going to see what Burning Cat gets.
Oh, we are, true. It is one of Serenade or Saria's. Serenade's, Junk, Scaria's might be useful.
Yeah, Saria's two checks as a child, and once again for Cap'n Tuna Spice, that would lead them towards the gold.
No, it
That leads
would.
them to the long shot, because that opens up the Darunia and would probably get them thinking about Child Goron City.
Because they're not going back for it fast at any rate.
No, like that I feel like they, at this point, Saria's is what would push them there. So yeah, Rai's gonna check the song here. No, they definitely don't. At this point, for them to win, they want it to be not somewhere long shot locked and kind of need Riley and Goomba to go kind of towards the long shot all dungeons route. Yeah, no, if it's AD, they're well behind. There is Saria's. So like, I'm not necessarily saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, I'm just saying it might push them there.
Yeah, because Rai's gonna do Jabu at some point. We don't know when. Oh, 20 skulls, speaking of, I don't think we've seen this yet.
No, we've seen 10.
Yeah. And Heartbeats on 20. 30's dead.
Treasure chest game also needs to still be checked.
There's really not a lot as child, though.
No. Basically, for Ryan Barrel, it's Child Goron City, chickens, skull mask.
We've seen Child Goron. It's just the Runia skull mask still can check in. For
Yeah,
Ryan
but
Barrel,
I'm saying that's what they haven't done as child. Yeah, I'm expecting, the Rai's walking out, so he'll do treasure game right now.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Rai's gonna go to Jabu first, but I mean, they might route in Child Goron at this point. And honestly, let's say Darunia has Hammer. That honestly, it pays out better for them that they're finding it at that point, that they are pushed there at that time.
Hammer might be one of the best locations there is for it, to be honest, for Ryan Barrel.
Yeah.
Assuming they do it, of course.
Yeah.
Although I would do the Runia time fast either, so.
Alright, treasure chest game.
Ball goes down for Riley in the meantime.
Yeah, So he'll be heading off to Spirit Temple.
Rosette there is just gonna go right back.
We're just all kind of waiting to see what Rai pulls here.
Yeah, because we're
Everyone's eyes are on the treasure chest minigame right now. Lens was in the first two of Shadow.
yeah, map chest. It was literally first chest. That's like, oh hey, there's Lens.
Yeah, so Barrel I don't even think picked it up. Yeah, just a sculptor.
Nah.
Because it yeah, Riley has Lens, Goomba and Barrel both skipped it because most likely it was not needed. And they could easily just go back and get it if it was needed.
Because I think both of the first two chests were dead, so JW just didn't want to go over there at all. Where's Riley going, actually?
Oh yeah, Rai doesn't have a scale, so he can't go through the forest. Barrel's
checking. No.
He doesn't have a scale, so he has to go upriver.
Oh, Rai. Yeah, no. Riley, in the meantime, though, is going to get 20 skulls before heading to Spirit Temple.
Yeah.
I was wondering where he was going. Oh, might also do the first check of fire, which would make a lot of sense here.
Yeah, and then because he can just furrows out of there. Because yeah, they have not checked first check of fire yet.
No.
So they don't know
it's
that
super
they're...
quick.
Apparently, Ryan Barrel had not checked this grotto.
Explosives are late for them, remember. I don't remember what this was beyond it being dead.
Yeah, it's definitely not something. Unless all 4 runners never checked it, which...
No, I distinctly remember commenting on it. I don't remember what I commented on it being. Paperweight, that's what it was. I remember there being something here because I commented on it, but it's been a good hour and a half at least since we've seen it.
Yeah, and there's the ice arrows.
Yep.
Yeah, and
First
then
time.
He has furrows. Yep.
So it's too early for that emote.
Yeah, not quite. We're in hammer hunt mode.
Yep.
So no, Barrel needs to still buy his light arrows. He should do that right now. Because they are.
If he doesn't.
If he doesn't, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so at this point we do know that Serenade has to be out in the ice cavern. With pulling Sarias off of Burning Cack. Okay, he's checking the Storm's Grotto. We know this is nothing.
No, these scrubs are junk.
The only possible new check we have until Goomba, because Goomba is about to finish up Shadow, and obviously will then start his hammer hunt. So he was the first one out. Would be if Barrel does Darunia right now. That would be the only possible new check we could get.
Pretty much, because Darunia and Skullkid are the only 2 new checks.
Oh yes,
we're getting it. Yeah, so the 2 Sorry Slack checks are the only things that we're getting that are new in the next 2 minutes. Other than that,
depending on where Goomba goes. But I'm gonna assume Goomba's just gonna go back to GTG. Because he has rewards in GTG. And obviously we know Barrel's already done that, and there's nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, Barrel's probably going to Jabu, but he might just hit a couple of these checks on his way.
Yeah, we're just kind of in a... Whoever finds Hammer first is probably gonna win. They're pretty close, so AYAYA's done more checks.
At this point, it's definitely... Well, but also Barrel and I kind of have gotten a couple checks back, mainly with GTG stuff.
So it's a bit back and forth.
Yeah, I still think Barrel and I are slightly behind, but that instantly would be negated with finding Hammer.
Yeah, it's just straight up a guessing game.
Yeah, at this point, it's who finds Hammer.
Yeah, could be anywhere. And we don't know.
Here's a new check on Barrel screen.
Yes, it is. All right, what is this? Skullkid. As not.
All right. Goomba is another one to keep your eye on. Where is he off to? Because he is in pure hammer mode at the moment.
Yeah.
He
Also, I
has full
forgot
cleared
we
all
never saw Shoot the
dungeons.
Sun. I also forgot we never saw Shoot the Sun as Barrel blows himself up by accident. Actually decided to shoot this target in the woods as Barrel blows himself up
Does
by
he
accident.
go in? He's going in.
Ooh, Barrel pick up
He's
strike
gonna
3.
find that gold gauntlet, which is gonna lead to the long shot. This honestly, I forget who it was said, like might not be. He's gonna at least check Darunia first.
Oh, yeah.
He's checking the new stuff first, but finding these gold gauntlets is not necessarily the best thing at this point for
No.
because it's gonna lead them to do stuff that Riley and Goomba have already done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, he'll still do Jabu. He still does
no.
Jabu.
You're
But
not skipping
there's no
Jabu
hammer.
here.
There's no hammer in Jabu.
No.
Well, yes, but Riley and Goomba are ahead.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Darunia has the hammer.
Well, with Goomba going to forest, I say Captain Tuna Spice has just taken the lead. Hard
Boy, this is
lead.
interesting.
Wow.
Never punished, indeed. That's bad, actually, for Riley and Goomba, because they're not going to go back there.
No. Why would they? That's literally a single check at this point for them. And they've already cleared Jabu, so they don't have no reason to go back, child, unless it's to clear that one check. That's
yeah,
a
there's
lack
only a
location.
couple. It's that Skull Kid, Skull Mask.
Yeah, but over
That's-
temples, over GTG, which obviously, so Goomba just went into forest to furores over to GTG. Like by the time they make the choice to go child for that, Barrel and Rye are gonna be done.
Yeah, no, that is that is sad, dude. So that strike 3 certainly gave them an early lead, but it is now going to bite them in the butt because they're not going
so
back.
Now that's rando for you, where the play they made that gave them a huge lead early is possibly
now-
also the reason why they're gonna lose.
Yeah, because they're not going back.
No.
Yeah, this is very almost certainly GG's to Cap'n Tuna Spice here.
Yeah.
What? Rando for Goomba and Riley today, sadly.
Yeah. And it sucks because that play gave them a huge lead. We had talked about it the whole time,
Oh
like
my
how
God,
good of a play that was. And it 2 hours later, it backfires on them.
Yeah, it just feels
that-
bad, but that's how Rando be sometimes, and there's not much else to be said
That-
there,
that-
unfortunately.
That's the rando be rando. Like I was giving them credit early for like, oh no, that play is them making a good play. That's not rando being rando. The rando ended up essentially biting that comment I made and them in the butt with, hey,
Yeah.
nope, I'm still gonna rando you off of that. You made a good play. Yeah, it's gonna come back to haunt you.
Right, like,
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just sad.
Yeah, but once again, we always talk about this in like, oh, rando be. All 4 players have played extremely well.
Oh yeah, this has been very well played.
Yeah, it's been very well played. It came down to a hammer hunt, and Barrel and Rye found the hammer.
Yeah, if it was anywhere else but Darunia, there's a good chance AYAYAlpha probably would have pulled out a win.
Yep, most likely. Most likely.
If they managed to pull the hammer immediately for some reason, possible. Otherwise, no.
I mean,
Because they have done Jabu, but unless they do hammer right now, they're not. That small lead up on doing Jabu is going to disappear very, very quickly.
I think we're seeing Goomba, or no, Riley go probably Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, he might just be grabbing the Burning Cack song, which Asaria's.
Yes. I doubt it, though.
I could see,
He
I see him
needs
just
to
going
do it?
through. Yeah, he needs to do it.
But
I
if he
could
does
see
it
him
right
just
now, this is
walking through
really
here
close.
because Ice Cavern. And he just happens to be in Saria's song. Yeah,
no,
he's just
not
going
safe quitting.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, no, the ice is logically the better play. For Barrel and Rye,
absolutely.
Darunia was the logical play because of the way their route has worked out.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they
but-
didn't have the explosives to clear out Child Goron City early. Oh, hey, we got Saria. That gives us a reason to go to Child Goron City.
Yeah, no, this is Ice Cavern, which is unfortunately one big F for had Riley decided for some who God knows what reason to
But
Galaxy Brain was way to Darunia immediately, this
it
would have
would
been
have
really
been
close.
just as a play, it would have been a bad play to make that call
Oh
to go to
my God, it
Darunia
would
over
have been the
Ice
world's
Cavern.
worst
It's a
play to
horrible
go.
play. Obviously, it's the correct play, but for Riley in that moment, it was a horrible play. And that's just
Yeah.
the routes and finding the items, where bomb bag early gives Aya the big lead, but finding bombs late led Rye and Barrel to not going to Child Goron City until late when they're able to pull Hammer because they have Saria's song.
Yeah, and Riley has light arrows, by the way. I'm not sure if our tracker has it marked, but he does have lights.
Yeah, Barrel's the only one without lights right now.
And he'll pick it up on his way back, Adult. Not an issue.
Yeah, hopefully. If not, he'll have to make another trip. But at this point, that's not enough.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a crazy thing to think about, like what this seed ended up being, where such a good play is also such a bad play. And there's no way to not like a bad play, but it's eventually what's gonna lead to them not finding the item they need.
Yeah. By the way, happy 2 hours.
Yeah, no, it was an amazing play, and I still give them all the props in the world for making that call. Because like I said, it's them scouting, it's them knowing their opponent. It paid off huge. It sucks that Rando eventually then just said no.
Yeah. Zaza, this is not River biting Aya on the butt. Riverbud actually paid off big time for them for Derpy and I have sounded like a bit of a broken record. And jeez, was that bomb bag a good find.
Yeah, no, what is kind of just where Saria's song is what hurts them. Where Saria's song was located is what hurts them.
Yeah.
Or where Epona's song was located. There's a lot of things that went right for Ryan Barrel's route to work out today. There was a lot of things that needed to fall in the correct locations for Ryan Barrel that did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that is just the seed worked for their route. And that's a lot of ZOoTR is, does your route work out?
Yeah, also, Goomba, speaking of, is going to do HBA. Good play. Unfortunately, this is his gold scale, which just might send him to Water Temple.
Yeah, or I mean, at least Lab.
Yeah.
Would be funny if what if he finds irons on Lab?
Oh my God, lol.
Or they find irons out here in French Vanilla Ice Cavern.
Right. What do you? No, that would be something. It really would.
Yeah, and once again, no, like, Riley and Goomba played as well as they could. They 100% played to the ability to win this seed, but so did Ryan Barrel. They haven't made mistakes. Like, obviously, yeah, they worked around not having bombs early. They routed it how they needed to, and it paid out. It worked.
Yeah.
The route obviously could have not worked at a point, but that's what you see what happened to Riley and Goomba. They were playing their route perfectly. It just ended up not working.
Yeah, which is how Rando be.
It's about routing. It's about execution. The teams were even on execution. Barrel and Rye's route at the end of the day is the one that worked out more.
Yeah, but I didn't have pretty much sheer dumb luck.
Yeah. See, I want to say that what I'm trying to get a little bit to is that it's not pure luck. Like, obviously there's luck in there, but like they played their route correctly. Obviously luck played a role in their route, chat, but like they did their route how it needed to be done. With the way the items fell, they routed it correctly. They made the right calls, they made the right plays when they needed to, and it worked. Same thing on Goomba and Riley's side. They found the items, they routed it exactly how they should have, they made all the right decisions. The route just ended up not being the correct one.
Yeah, which is how it be.
Yeah.
I suppose actually we're gonna. So this is, as it turns out, the final match. Oh, Goomba having bad time on HBA.
Yeah, 1480 and 1490.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad. This isn't even NAA. Goomba's Swedish. I guess though, Derpy. This is the final match of the tournament. I guess I can go over a bit of how this tournament went, how these teams got here, while we wait for Riley and Ryan Barrel to finish up.
Yeah, because all Rye's gonna do, he's hunting for the boss key at this point. So yeah, definitely, yeah. Let's go through the tournament a bit. Talk about these teams because they both played amazing. They've beaten many good teams to get here.
Oh, absolutely. This started months and months ago. I think our first group matches were back in May as Goomba picks up the gold scale. They started with 56 teams. In groups, we had the top 2 move on, we had a wild card, and these were... Ryan Barrel were in Group C, Cap'n Tuna Spice, Never Buy a Shield, or Captain Tuna Spice, Never Buy a Shield, or I am having a brain fart on their last name. They had 3 this tourney.
I don't know. I've made up so many names for them over like the many times me and Sheepy has come together. I could just think of. I don't remember which one's the real one.
Neither do I. They had
King Zorogober. Yeah.
Oh, King Zorogober, Captain Tuna Spice, Never Buy a Shield, whatever you want to call it. Ryan Barrel were the resident clowns of this tourney, representing ZOoTR at cheating. And as its first showing at Games Done Quick back in August, they beat out Ocarina is being calculated, which was Dark Angel and Trent, and then Reverse Bottle Adventure Vidya James and Pitch 01 were their opponents in the group stages, along with a team that dropped. Whereas Riley and Goomba, AYAYAlpha Gamers, they were in Group J. They beat out the Luxhackers, Allison and Drake Harris, Sheepa Slate, Millie Bug and Shawnee, and Andrew Glad I Did Chickens, Slip Heaven and Doc Heaps to move on to brackets. Out of all the teams, these are the two that made it to the finals. In brackets, Goomba and Riley were seeded against Keltland Crusaders, Pie and Flat in round 1. Then they faced off against River Baron, Sanzo and Papi Khan in round 2. Then they beat out ATZ and Juke, part of Team Lost in an all-star match, then followed up by Father-Son Bonding, Namaha and Salty Sponge.
But shoutouts to that round 1 match against Pie and Plant. If you want an entertaining one for a good amount of hours, go back and find that VOD. That match was something. All right, sorry.
And then they beat out Father-Son Bonding. Riley taking revenge against his old multi-world tourney teammates, actually.
Shout out to Greg at the end of Ice Cavern.
Yeah. But Riley, the abandoned son, as a joke, Namaha's dad, taking revenge against his old multi-world teammates and pulling out a win in semifinals versus Father-Son Bonding, which is Sponge and Namaha. And then whereas Ryan Barrel, who signed up as Never Buy a Shield, were King Zorogober in groups, and then Cap'n Tuna Spice in brackets. They took down 5-Cycle Morpho, Why You So Epic, and Fradasso in round 1, Buck Forest Temple, Sora and Fiction in round 2, Lon Delivery Service, Yoshi-Kion and FQ in round 3, and then they beat out Leclerc du Désert, Arthur Houdini A Skyward in semifinals to come to here.
They had to come back in that semifinals match also. They were down 1-0. Shoutouts to Lake Club de Dessert. They took game 1. I believe game 2 was super close, correct? Between those two teams.
So. Yeah.
Like Lake Club they Dessert very much almost was in this finals instead of Cap'n Tuna Spice.
Absolutely, and their first match was also very close. Not even 2 minutes difference, and these two teams gained 1 between each other. It was a very well played run throughout the tournament by both teams. And now we're here.
Yeah, shoutouts to the Shoot the Sun game. I forget which match it was for Ryan Barrel out of those first 2 rounds, but one of them, Ryan Barrel just was like, you know what, I'm gonna shoot the sun, and it ended up being, I think, Iron Boots or something that seed, and it was the Go Mode item. Like it was a Galaxy Brain play at its finest.
Absolutely. Thunder Ryan Barrel didn't have bombs for the longest time, but that bit them in the butt early, but has wound up paying out by them going to Child Goron City.
Yeah, because, and the reason they went there, exactly what Zaza said, is they had to go to Jabu, both of them. So while Rai was already in Jabu, Barrel was kind of cleaning up the last few child checks so that Rai can kind of tell him, well, I guess not really, you don't really have to route Jabu, but he wasn't right on Rai's tail, and he kind of can cover them for the child stuff. Yeah, and Riley doing the mask play, I mean, we could see him going into Goron City at this point.
Yeah.
And
So
while doing
probably-
all this mask stuff, probably after all of the skull masks, after he turns it in, he could probably head on over there.
I expect so, which they will at least hit Go Mode before Ryan Barrel finish, but it's unfortunately a little too late at this point, sadly.
Especially with how deep this Fire Temple boss key is.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to the bait logical all dungeons, because Forest Temple and Water Temple literally have nothing.
Yep.
So, like, what could they actually have at this point? Actually,
all your
none.
goods are
I
probably
guess
somewhere in fire.
they had gold scale. Forest had gold scale to that, and I guess iron boots. Iron boots are somewhere in one of those.
Yeah, Forest or fire have to have irons. A water's deader than dead today.
Yeah.
I think we're missing a slingshot, and we're missing apparently butter knife was a nice, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Slingshot and iron is about the only thing we're missing.
Bill and Rye really hunting for the boss key right now.
Yes, indeed.
It's like
Logically,
all
need
the
for a
way up
small key on Child Spirit, White Dark Knight.
Well, actually, no. The logical. Oh no, long shot was logical. To get the key in Shadow Temple.
Yeah. Iron can't be in fire because. True. Sorry, been Spirit and behind Requiem technically. Yeah, fair enough. So irons are probably somewhere in forest.
Yeah. Yeah, iron's probably in forest. Or skull mask or something like that.
Yeah, there's not much. We've seen most of this game actually outside of Deep Fire and Water Temple pretty much because it was in forest first.
Just to shout out these teams and to show how good they are. Like we just said, we've seen so much of this game. It's only 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Like these teams clearly seeds so fast, and that's why they're in the top 2. Like it came down to a 1-item hunt, and like they probably would have most of the game fully cleared here by the 3-hour mark. Both teams would know everything.
Yeah, Longshot is logically required in Shadow today for the 1 skull. It is not normally required in Shadow Temple, but it is today. There is a difference. Yeah, Bongo requires Longshot or a bow. In an early, really terrible groups seed, I rolled both. Hammer was in like the Shadow boss key chest, and it locked all bows, so all runners had up doing Bongo with Longshot, but that's a movie point. Boat Scully, yes, Saza had us key today. Ryan Barrel just got it with hookshot because he can do that with a little trick. Oh, there's our last slingshot, fire short range.
Keep going up.
Keep on chugging along.
Of course, Baron Go Mode Fire can't be fast, right?
No, never.
We got. So yeah. Riley is doing all the Saria song, Skullmat, and once again, it makes sense for their route. This is when they should be doing this stuff. So like,
it made perfect sense to send Riley to Child to clean up as Goomba did Forest Temple. This made a lot of sense.
Because they can't get into fire, they can't get into water. He already did ice. Like this was the only spot for them, and it's where their route made sense. It's just unfortunate that the route ended up not being great for them.
Yeah,
It started off so good.
It did. It really did. Bosky and Pierre of lols, by the way.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Riley is about to hit go mode.
Yeah.
Nearly 20 minutes after Barrel did. And that is their go mode. I will look up the skull mask after we're done. I do have the spoiler log because I was forcing to roll it, and yep, Goomba's out.
Yep.
So they're about about a fire temple behind, basically, right now. A little, plus a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So too little too late, but not by a lot, just a few minutes.
No, like we said, it was they had the lead. It came down. Ryan Barrel found the hammer first. That illuminated the lead. And then if for some reason they had made the like not logical play and had gone child first, it would have been like basically even.
Yeah.
But because they made the smart choice and went to Ice Cavern and all these other spots first, once again, the correct choice, even though it was not what would get them the item they wanted, it still was the correct choice for them to do. That is what kind of made the difference.
Yeah, let's see. All right, how many did I roll for this tourney? I actually have all of them saved on my computer still. 16 plus 26, 42 seeds is how many I rolled for this tourney.
Now the question is, how many of those were bad?
Oh, 41, sorry. I have the wild card and I saved here, though I did... no, 40, because I have 2 that weren't actually mine saved on my computer. 40 seeds! Probably most of them. I can't give you an exact count, but most of them are bad. I still, to date, hold the record for the seed that took the longest in the tourney. Only one person sub-forged an absolutely awful mess.
Did you roll the Goomba Riley pie plant seed?
No, I did not.
I know that was probably one of the gems of this tournament.
Yeah. The one that barely sub-forward was between 2 teams who are not quite finals level skill, I suppose. I'm not sure if there's a polite way of wording this. Part of it was attack skill level, but much of it was just the seed being terrible. Also, I need to step away for a second, sorry.
No worries. Shoutouts to the double Volvagia kills on Ryan Barrel's side. It's just kind of showing how close together they are. For chat to know, Barrel will be our first finisher because he has already gone up to the boss key chest. So Rye still has to do those couple fights first. So Barrel will be our first finisher, with Rye shortly thereafter. They will probably finish before Goomba and Riley find the boss key with just how high up that boss key is.
Hi, I'm back. Yeah, and so I was like, yeah, if Ocarina of Time Randomizer had a bad list the way that Minish Cap Randomizer community has IT in severe trouble for all the terrible seeds I rolled. I don't think it was the wild card seed that had 37 spheres or something. I think it might have been Riley and Goomba versus Sanzoe Papi.
That was the Pie and Plant one that was like 37 seeds.
It was one of the really crappy ones. One of Riley and Goomba got the crappiest sphere count of the lot.
Yeah. Riley and Goomba fought through a lot of bad seeds this tournament.
Oh my god. Yeah. 37 spheres, if I remember correctly. I don't think I wasn't able to watch that match live, but oops AD for Sunsong Longshot, if I remember correctly.
It's alright. I've been doing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer recently, and I roll essentially what would be the equivalent of star specials. I've sent many to one of the participants of this tournament, Spike Vegeta. Yeah. He's featured some of my we'll call them the derpy specials on his stream, and yeah, they're bad. I rolled one for myself this morning, and it was god awful.
Yes. Zaza lol news actually that I will be rolling that's a fun one. I will actually be doing some more moderation for some other places. I've got a Baby the Doggo's Hedge coming up tomorrow for the Rolling Neck Star Special. We'll see how that goes.
No, Zaza, they are not. They can be very, very different. In the case today, I would have needed to fight many super bosses to technically finish my seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one super boss held the hint to go kill a different super boss that was worse to get the final thing I needed to beat the seed.
I'm just gonna assume that that's bad because I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, that's why I tried to keep it very plain. Super bosses, the hardest of the hardest people to fight.
And yet it was bad.
Yeah. Let's talk about Ryan Barrel, who are very shortly going to become our champions.
Yeah. Gonna sub 230 this. Pretty nice seed time. I'm sure the logic was awful without logical AD. I will be looking up where those iron boots wound up after we're done, because I want to know where the hell did those end up.
I'm guessing either because we never saw Skull Mask or Deep Forest, because we never saw either of those.
Yeah.
We were very close to seeing both.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, Zaza. Ooh, Barrel just crashed for me.
Great timing for a 3000 error. He's on Dwarf. I don't know where I don't know how he's doing, but yeah.
He was going for the 1 cycle.
Looks like he got it.
I'm still loading back in.
Because he's done.
Alright, he's on Ganon. So yeah, he got it.
Also, apparently chat got ads. Yay. Ads percent.
We get crashes, chat gets ads.
Twitch has gotten really obnoxious about ads lately.
Oh yeah. Reminder to play Shadowlands, everyone. Man, I wish it didn't cost me $60 to go play Shadowlands.
Gold Scale Entry was
and redoing my subscription.
Gold Scale Water was not enabled in Logic today for this tourney. Also, I did look up the Iron Boots location. Not saying for right now, but I'll do it in an interview.
We'll save it. We'll save it for the interview. All right, so Barrel is getting his first round of Ganon hits in. Rye just entering the fight. Yeah, Goomba and Riley probably aren't even going to make it to the boss key. It's just so high up in Fire Temple.
It is. So Gold Scale getting in the door is in Logic with Gold Scale. Getting any further than that isn't. Yeah, it's impressive. In 2 hours and 15 or so minutes, we have, in less than 2.5 hours, we have seen every single major item in the game between these runners.
Well, except Iron Boots.
Except for Iron Boots, which is quite impressive. And says a lot about how skilled these teams are, that they found so many checks.
All right, Barrel about to get his final hit in right as Rye is starting phase 1.
Yep.
And
about a 220 bit average.
Cutscene takes so long.
Yeah. 222 in a bit.
GG for Barrel.
GG's 221.55.
I think the better way to go instead of top 1, by the way, is just champs. By the way.
Champs.
By the way, is how you work. Yeah, I think that's how the proper wording of it.
Yes, indeed. That is, for those who might not be familiar, a running joke from about the time when they did the GDQ run that I think they were top 8 at that time.
Yeah, they were top 8, and they were making mistakes in the GDQ run, so they kept saying #top 8, by the way.
Yeah. And because these two are some absolute clowns. Oh, Goomba. They're Riley taking a fall. Thankfully, as for yours.
But as Rye gets his final hit in, give all 4 of our runners follows. The Barrel and Rye are great. They're entertaining. We were talking about that. But Goomba and Riley are both great streamers, great racers as well. Give all 4 follows. They all deserve it. They all put on a show for you today.
All right, that is it. GG's to Raikaru, 222.48. Immediate double forfeit from Goomba and Riley. We'll see if we can get these people in for an interview.
Yeah. Yeah. Hashtag champs, by the way.
Hashtag champs. Well played. Very, very well played by all of our runners today. Fantastic way to end the tournament, too.
Oh yeah, no, it was an entertaining seed. With how it started into then eventually that turning around on the teams. Like it was a very fun match to commentate. I know probably it doesn't feel good, especially on the losing side. But yeah, very, very interesting race for the final match.
Yep. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to go to all four of these people up here.
No.
Barrel and Rye are so far down on the channels I scrolled them up twice.
Hi, I got pulled in.
What's up, Barrel?
Howdy.
GG's.
I wanna go
Hashtag
to bed
champs,
now.
by the way.
I'm the D-boss.
GG's. Congratulations to Barrel and Rye. Cap'n Tuna Spice are tourney champions.
Top 8, by the way.
Hashtag top 8, by the way. We extended the meme out. We did it.
You're now champs, by the way, or top one,
Yep.
depending on the chat.
It's champions, by the way. That's cooler
Yeah.
sounding.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, how does it feel? How does it feel to be the first ZOoTR co-op tournament champions?
I want to go to bed now. I'm exhausted.
I just want to
Like-
eat.
When I found the hammer, my heart rate was normalized. It was fine. I was chill. Then I found hammer and we were go mode, and my heart rate just intensified. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
like,
that
shit, it's on.
as I'm sure you could probably guess that race came down to that hammer.
Oh,
Okay, I was figuring either the hammer or the mirror shield was it.
Yeah, no, race came down to that hammer. You guys were actually behind most of this seed.
I'm
Really?
assuming they got bomb bag early.
They did. They went river right
Yeah.
away.
I
Okay.
figured.
that makes
I
sense.
figured.
Yeah, so they had a good lead. They found golds. So you guys never found golds. On hot rod, on big rolling Goron.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
And
have
that
to
was
check
a long
that.
shot in light
Oh,
trial.
that sucks because Hammer was on Darunia.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what led them away from finding.
I was
hammer.
talking
You guys
about that
were-
too.
Yeah,
was
you guys
talking
were
about that
all
too.
pretty close at that point. They were slightly ahead still. But like they had no reason to go back child and check the Saria
Yeah.
song checks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
We full cleared our
isolated
game
point.
and we were in fire at the point, so like we had literally like Goomba was in the deep forest and full cleared all of GTG, all of DC, all of Ice. And
Yeah. I only went strength into DC. Barrel did all of GTG.
Yeah. That's pretty much the only stuff we did that wasn't needed as far as dungeons.
Yeah, that bomb bag was we as commentators
I
talked about a
figured
ton.
when I saw that bomb bag there, I was like, that's pretty shitty for us. We're probably behind if they go
It's a
river.
yeah. But the nice thing is that we both got the bomb bag basically at the same time, and then I found Din
Yep.
because he was adult, I was child.
I played
Yeah.
for the stupid blue fire logic. See?
we
Like,
were
fuck it.
wondering if you were gonna walk into Dodongo's cavern and start just blue firing down walls in there.
Ugh.
God no. God no. If we were gonna do Dodongo's Cavern Run, I was gonna be the one that went back in.
Yeah.
It was never gonna be me. It'd be me to go check the back stuff while he cleared the front stuff if we had to do all dungeons.
So let's see. We have a few questions, right? So for Goomba and Riley, GG's to you guys. Let's give you guys your shout out. You
GG,
guys played
guys.
great. I do want to talk about the bomb bag play early. Did you guys kind of have that planned that you were going to go up river early and see what was there?
We
was
do
that-
every seed, so
I
You
mean,
do
yeah,
have
we've never not done River. Like that's our opener. We've done
It's
it
a great
literally
opener.
because it passes time of day, so we both go child and it's night at the same time. It was
Yeah,
just-
So we were just wondering, like, if that was something you guys did, if it was planned, anything, like, if it was something different. So you guys did do that all the time. So yeah, that bomb bag like paid off for you guys early. It led to so much for you.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
was certain we were behind when that bomb bag was found.
yeah. What kind of kept you and Rye in barrel was Epona song on Shadow
Yeah.
Temple.
Epona's preludes kind of saved your butts from needing to get long shot.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Because long shot being in light
Mhm.
trial, like
Yeah,
it
we-
was
Oh, was it in
basically,
light
well,
trial?
they,
Yeah.
yeah.
We both
They
pushed
are
it.
getting those golds
As
on
soon as
Hot Rod.
I got golds and well, I went straight to Ganon's castle, got long shot, and I was like, okay, this is way too important to not commit. Epona has literally to be on that exact one song for this long shot to not be worth. So me and Goomba both got it.
No, we talked about that as commentators. Like, if Epona's was not there,
To know,
like
long shot
it
was logically required.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
it
AD.
was.
Yeah.
It was logical.
it was logical AD, yeah.
It was not
But
even
yeah, long
logical
shot
AD.
was
It was
logical
required
for
for
Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah, it was logically required for Shadow.
I think we figured out it was logical AD as well.
Is it?
It's logical AD for
there's
the
a
There's
small
a key in
so-
Child Spirit.
Oh, there's a key in Child. Eh.
And we didn't keep track of that. We're like, cool, we can beat Spirit. Let's go.
So yeah, that Epona's fell perfectly for you guys.
Yup.
Sometimes it just pays to be lucky.
Apparently. Meanwhile,
Hey.
we just 100% every seed.
You gotta get some luck in you. You gotta get you a Raikaru. He's the luckiest man alive when it comes to ZOoTR.
Oh, I assure
God.
you, he is not the luckiest Vandal player alive. I've seen luckier.
Have you?
Yes, I can assure you I have. You're up
I-
there, but I've seen luckier.
Like Stonefire all the way to the hammer chest without knowing what the dungeon actually was? Getting hover boots to win a freaking qualifier?
Okay, well, now I just have questions.
And to top it off, he only committed to it because a keys randomly dropped him health to survive the timer.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what was that about the luckiest player, random player?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you luckiest ZOoTR player, but there's a link to the past players in Warlock. That I can guarantee you.
Yeah, we were talking ZOoTR.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I'm still upset about that weekly.
Rightfully
that
so.
took second.
Well, now you both have a first place in the whole tournament.
Yay.
Hmm.
Hopefully that makes up for it, Barrel.
No, I'm still pissed at him for that.
I mean,
I'm never letting
Spike's
it
still
go.
pissed at me for that too, so.
Yeah, like it's okay. I just have all the luck when it comes to Forbidden Memories. It's alright, it balances out.
I was just gonna say, well, just
And meanwhile,
go
I
form some
I
Forbidden
won the
Memories.
last FM race.
Look, I've come first, second, all right.
And I got an MBD off of like very quickly farming.
Shut up,
Nah,
you.
you're not helping your case here.
Look, I gotta beat him into the ground.
So when's the co-op tourney 2? When's the season 2 co-op tourney?
Who knows? Challenge Cup is coming up soon.
We got to defend our crown.
Too many tourneys
No.
going on.
Yeah, I think season 4 needs to get going, and then Challenge
Yep,
Cup.
that's starting up in a
and
couple weeks.
I'd be surprised if there's not a season 2 co-op though.
We'll see. It would be sometime next year if it does come up again. It's certainly been a lot of fun. Oh, do you guys want to know where Iron Boots were, by the way? I have a lot.
Sure.
Oh, where?
Skull Mask.
I mean, we had like 4 spots left they could be, so.
Yeah.
It was cool, Matt.
If it was AD, it would have gotten cleared out very quickly at that point.
I had 3 checks left in Forest and we had Skull Mask. That was it.
Yep, that's all we had left in our game.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys did just about everything else. Goomba was in Deep Forest when Riley found Hammer.
Yeah.
So, well, this whole thing also, thank you. Oops, logical AD was a whopping 24 spheres.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Because, of course, it is.
Makes sense.
Yep. Thanks,
Alright.
game.
All right, Star, you got any more questions for our runners today?
Not especially well played. Jeez, that just Child Goron City today. Just Child Goron City going both ways. First rank 3, then Hammer. What a
Yep.
seed and what a race.
I
Yeah.
only
Just-
checked it to give Rai time to get ahead in Jabu too.
Which just, got negated since I got to go mode it.
Yeah.
I wasted
found
time on
Hammer and
3
was like,
skulls.
cool.
Yeah, it was a fun race to commentate. It was a fun race to watch. It was so close, and obviously I came down to the hammer at the end. But yeah, so GG's to you all, Goomba Riley. You guys played amazing, and then congratulations, Barrel and Rye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
happy
Millie,
to
I
take
was
it.
worried of that too. So someone a Millie in chat, Barrel just said that we were both worried that you were going to check Big Rolling Goron first and find that strength 3.
I
And
still would have checked Eternia.
Yeah.
I figured you would have, but
I
I
would not
definitely
have
was
left.
worried in that moment that just like,
if
oh,
I
what if he
checked
has
Hot
grabbed
Powder
that strength
first,
3?
I would have checked Pot and Durrani before leaving,
Yeah.
just to have it cleared.
Big yep.
All right. Well, do you guys have any more questions? Anything you want to say?
Nope.
I'm good. GG's. I look
GG
forward
again.
to season 2.
Yeah,
All right.
GG's.
Well,
Then-
once again, everyone in chat, give all 4 of these runners a follow. Go watch their streams. They're all great. They're all entertaining. They just
No,
put
I'm
on a
not.
show for you today.
I can assure
Um,
you, I am the least entertaining streamer on Twitch.
But your
I don't know. I
gameplay
have you
is
beat there.
entertaining.
I don't know about that. Thank you all to Derpy here, my co-commentator, to our 2 trackers today, Tombletaka and Dieseler, and to our restreamer and main admin Hell Knight for restreaming all of this. No matter. Shout outs to everyone really who was involved in this journey, to all of our racers, to all of our commentators, to all of our trackers, to all of our race mods. Thank you for all your work. It's been a very long 6 months, but it's certainly been fun. And hey, we beat the multi-world tourney in like.
All right.
I would play We Are the Champions, but you know. Hell Knight.
are the champions. Yeah, I get like my funnel thing that I do use as a bugle sometimes and try to belt that. I'm not actually going to.
No, GG's.
I am gonna bounce. I am exhausted. I need to recenter my brain now.
No,
Yeah,
congratulations again.
GG's. And congratulations.
Thank you. It was fun. It was a good tourney. Thanks for putting it on, getting it together, setting everything up, and just having it run pretty smoothly, in my opinion.
All right. And yes, for everyone in chat, if you're looking, because obviously we are done with the co-op tournament, our next kind of content coming up here on the Silver Gauntlets race will be the Pictionary race, where 2 runners will be racing a seed, and they will have people who have access to the spoiler log, essentially guiding them through Pictionary. They're going to have to be drawing and kind of helping their runner through the seed. So that will be coming up soon. I don't know if we have a date set or anyone set in that, but it will be coming up soon.
Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. That'll be a load of fun.
There we go.
That
Saturday
was
at
a donation goal we had throughout much of our brackets, and I think maybe the end of groups. It's certainly going to be a funny race. Could be a little laughs. I think we're still looking for people for it. If people are interested, find a partner and maybe join in. But that'll be our next one, and then we planning currently have the the Challenge Cup of Season 4 in the work right now. Qualifiers start in just a couple of weeks, and so that'll be coming up, and we'll have restreams for the challenge that too. So that'll be coming up.
I think we're gonna find someone to raid and send you all off to.
Indeed, GG's, and thank you for watching, everyone. This has been quite the tournament. Ella, any final thoughts? The runners up is what you the English here helmet. Oh yes, she is doing a meme based on her love of double defense. She called what known as titties, also for double DD. She is doing 25 seeds, or her goal is to find the double defense in each seed and then move on to the next.
Hi. Oh, by the way, I didn't. No one heard me on the Wii stream. I'm an idiot. Thanks, everyone. See you around.